Thursday, it's nearly the week end. Oh, man, I can't wait for the weekend. I was supposed to be working on Saturday. I've cancelled it. I've pulled a sickie. I said I'm going to be sick on Saturday. Oh, how do you know? Oh, I know. Did I say that? No, I probably said I was going to be doing something else. Anyway, I'm not working Saturday, so up yours, Radio 4, is all I can say. Live Sense can get stuffed. I'm doing it a couple of weeks later. But that's fine. Oh, can I just say, in case you didn't know, I know that the listenership... Let me switch my phone off. Changes throughout the show. So I should point out, I do the show on Sunday evenings now, 10 to 1, 3 hours of Triple M. So just point that out. You know, it's always good to know these things. Lots on the show today. We shall go through it a bit later on. Chris is still off on his holidays. Maybe we'll give him a call later on, see what he's up to. Or maybe we won't. It depends if we get desperate to fill the air. If we have to fill the airtime, then my producer, ex-producer, Agent Chris, will be on the phone. But until then, we've got Giles in today. Good afternoon, Giles! He's waving. Something has changed about me since the last time I was on the wireless. There is a prize... Oh, I've said it now. There is a prize... Find something. To end the first person that can call in and say, what's different about me? There we go, there's a little clue there. 0870 9090 973. What we've done here is we've instigated a competition. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello there, Ian.
What's different about me?
Sorry?
What's different about me, Kieran?
Absolutely nothing.
No,
something has... every day.
Something has changed since I threw to the travel.
Oh, what?
Well, I'm not... No, it's a competition, you got to guess.
Oh, I see. You've combed your hair.
No.
Okay, can I tell you something?
Okay, you've moved on from that. Interesting, lovely.
Yeah. Rock bitch.
Rock bitch, yes.
Yeah. Now, I met a girl called Carly at a book launch a few months ago.
Yes.
And it didn't quite click. She was very sexy in a tranny kind of way.
Yes.
And
some transvestites are hot, and you think, well, with enough beers...
If I could be drunk enough...
I possibly would, but I don't drink anymore, so that's, Is that... I said something outrageous there? Oh, yes.
She was an awfully nice girl, and then she gave me a kiss, and her armpits were terrible.
Right.
And then...
What are terrible armpits?
Oh, they're just really bad. I mean, they stunk.
Okay.
I almost passed out.
All right.
At a book launch, though.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that at a book launch, would you?
No. And,
You sure you can't tell what's different about me?
No.
Okay, carry on.
Are you... I don't know. This is kind of freaking me out, what's going on. Anyway...
Is it... Are you freaked out, man?
A little bit.
Okay, well, carry on about your book. What book was being launched?
It was a book by a mate of mine. It was called A Diary of a Traffic Warden.
A what of a traffic warden?
Diary of a Traffic
Warden. Wow, okay, sounds really, really good.
Yeah. And yes. The book launch was at the old hospital.
Yes.
The old operating theatre.
Right.
You might have heard... You might know that.
No. Do you want to get to the point, Kieran?
Yeah, I do. She was in Rock Bitch.
And that's the end of Kieran's story. Jeez. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. Has your mic setting changed?
No, it hasn't. We're playing Guess What Has Changed About Me since I threw to the travel. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Tushaba.
Yes, okay, fine. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hi, I remember you were saying the celebrity soup, you have to stand up.
Yes.
Is that, what if you bring your own chair?
No, you have to stand up because of where the mics are placed.
Oh, I see.
It's quite tight there, they're quite tight.
Oh, right, so, well, okay, yeah. I'm not very good at standing up.
Okay, well then don't come. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. What?
Will always be a planet to me. You bottled out of jogging last night, and have you had a back sack and crack whack?
Okay, I missed the first point. No, I did not bottle out of jogging last night. I went running around Alexandra Palace, and I went running through Highgate Woods this morning, and I saw a beautiful woman in her early 40s, walking her dog, and it was embarrassing, because as I was running past her, she went, "Oh, hello." I went, "Oh, hello." She goes, "Oh, I listen to you every day." And I said, well, don't tell anyone, because I look bloody awful. And she just laughed. But she was nice.
But your standards are nice, Ian, are far below those of the average man.
She was a beautiful, wealthy woman.
I'll take your word for it. Ian, your surprise is no longer, I can't be bothered, I cannot find you, you are not going to get it, okay?
What? Well, tell me what the surprise is.
No.
Well, okay, fine. He was threatening to find me when I was... no, I was not wearing Lycra hot pants, Giles, as he just typed up on the screen. No, I was wearing... I got these really crappy old, like, Marx's, like, tracksuit trousers. I was wearing a T-shirt. Had my iPod in, listened to an old James H. Reeve radio show from Key 103. And, 'cause I try and keep my head down when I'm jogging, just in case, just in case someone goes, oh, there's that Marlon Dingle, or whoever they confuse me with. And this woman, she was beautiful. She's a beautiful older woman. And, I was trying not to perv her up. You don't want to perv her up. And she just looked at me, she went, oh, hello. As if, she saw me every day. I went, all right. She said, I listen to you every day. I said, oh, nice one. Don't tell anyone you've seen me like this, or I'll kill you. I didn't say that bit. Made that bit up. Just then. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
You're wearing glasses.
Sorry?
You're wearing glasses. That's a surprise.
That's the surprise. That's the change, is it?
Yeah.
Do I give him that, Giles? What type of glasses?
I don't know. Reading glasses.
No, I'm afraid you're completely wrong. That was spooky, wasn't it? Let's try this one. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian.
Oh, hello, Sheila.
Hello, how are you?
Have you been to elocution lessons?
No.
Have you been to slightly less annoying voice lessons?
Oh, well,
okay.
maybe.
You sound a little bit calmer and more...
Oh, I'm having a rest this afternoon.
You on the pills?
Yeah.
Nice one. Good work. Do I mean lager or...
Can I have 2 guesses?
Go on then.
Your tooth fell out.
No, we're playing What's Slightly Different About Me before I throw to... Can you believe it? Guess what? On John Gaunt's show, they were talking about... what was he banging on about? Punishment of criminals...
Yeah.
And some other rubbish thing that would have been popular in 1989.
Yeah.
The man's a fool, Sheila. And I'm better than him because I'm playing... What's changed about me since I threw to the travel?
Did you fall off your chair?
No, I'm afraid. No, Govinda was actually quite close. So,
Oh, I'm afraid.
Yes, line 9, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. Do you want an update on John Gaunt this morning?
Oh, is it Mike Stickin?
Sorry?
Who is this?
This is, Ted.
Oh, hello, Ted. Sorry, you sound like Mike
This morning,
Stickin.
and he was going on about, shooting people if they try to break into your home.
Oh, that was it, yeah, we should...
It apparently rang up.
Who rang up? Oh, hang on, your phone's gone all funny.
Yeah, MC Blizzard rang up and tried to say something. He cut him off straight away, and then he went into a tirade about a little man on a little radio station in London who doesn't like him, and if John Gaunty opens up his window, shouts to the street below, he's got a far bigger audience than you.
Wow, Gaunty. Yes, he has got a much, much bigger audience than me, but as we know, Ted, it's not the size that counts, it's the quality of the loving.
Absolutely, and I don't know if you've noticed, but seeing as it's a radio station called Talk with Sport, it's got sport in the title,
yes.
If you look on the website, all the men are morbidly obese.
They're fat old men. Well, there you go, so it was MC Blizzard. Now, I know he's banned for the week, but I might let him come through on speakerphone if he calls up. And says that. Yes, Gaunty has got a much, much bigger audience than me, which is, makes it as Ian Lee. You know, that seems to be, a strange thing. But if anyone can get through to Gaunty and actually say you fear Ian Lee and record it and record his reaction, there is £15. Sounds like DJ Blizzard didn't quite make the mark. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hello, can I speak to Ian, please?
Yeah, you're speaking.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Hello there.
Not speaking, no.
Yeah, you're on the radio.
Something else.
No, you're on the radio.
Okay, well, I tried the other day, but I didn't know it was only 8 seconds.
It's
Sorry.
old.
Sorry, I know I'm going to say...
It's old
I can
Barnsworth.
speak fast as well, okay?
Okay, it's old Barnsworth,
right,
ladies and
repeat
gentlemen.
after me. Ready?
I'm not going to repeat anything.
All right. Well, you wouldn't be able to anyway.
No.
Ready?
Yes, away you go.
ZYXWVUTSLQPONM.
Whoa, stop. Start again on the count of 3, okay? 1, oh, hang on. 3, 2, 1.
ZYXWVUTSLQPONMOKJIHGFEDCBA.
You're a genius.
It's Dan. And I thought you had me noted down as a slow northerner.
No, never. Never. No. You can say the alphabet backwards very quickly, but it seems that constructing sentences is a different...
Well, you know, when I was little, we used to in Manchester. We used to have a secret language.
Yes, it's the backwards
We used to do the back. We used to speak everything backwards.
Doogie Rev.
This particular alphabet backwards was taught to me by my dad.
All right.
And I think there was a little bit of Irish in him, to be quite honest.
Okay.
But the difference between... You wanted to know the difference between before and now?
Yes.
Well, you're speaking much slower.
No, that's not it. Wow! Oh, let's have 10 seconds of this. Line 3, you're on the wireless. That'll do. Good lad.
As chairman of Galliard Homes, I have...
Line 5, the difference was I'd put on a pair of sunglasses I'd just found.
Did you, Ian?
Yes. Line 1, the difference was I'd put on a pair of sunglasses I'd just found.
I thought you grew a moustache, Ian.
No. Line 2, oh, no. Line 2, the difference... Oh, I'm not interested. Line 8, the difference was I'd put on a pair of sunglasses I'd just found.
Hello?
Yeah. OK. 087. Triple M's over, by the way, so stop calling in for that. 0870 9090 973. We should talk about my fridge and a whole heap more after this. What the hell is a community safety bus? This is the thing I need to know. I was driving around... was it last week? Maybe it was the week before, actually. I don't know, and I noticed it, and I've seen another one since. And this is a community safety bus, and there's a load of people who sort of look like coppers, but they're probably not... Just standing there handing out leaflets and stuff like that about, like, safety hunting. I don't quite know what it... If anyone has spotted one... I'm being quite vague because I was driving past it. So if anyone knows what it is and what purpose it serves, 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. If you missed the answers to the question, the thing that had changed... was I'd put on a pair of sunglasses that I'd found in the studio. No one got that quite right, so the prize goes into the pot and doubles up for tomorrow. Peter's in the Croydon.
Hello, Ian.
What?
Hello.
Oh, hello, Peter.
Listen, mate, is it true that you're a bit of a tight ass? Because apparently, when you was doing...
Slush puppy, hey!
Hello?
Yes?
When you was doing a collection... for someone or something, you put in £10 and you took 4 out.
I put in £10, I took 4 out. Oh, yeah, I put 6 quid in, not a fiver. I put 6 quid in. I'm not putting a tenner into someone's collection. I don't even know the girl.
Oh, that is mean. Oh, you are mean.
No, listen. I was told by James's slightly odd producer, Maxie Allen. It's fair to say that, Giles. It's fair to say that. He's a weird fellow. I said, right, OK, someone's leaving, OK? Someone who I don't know that well. And they're having a whip round. A whip round? First of all, what's that for? She's got a salary and gets money.
Yeah, but Ian, you earn a lot of money, mate.
I do.
Not minimum wage.
I do earn a lot of money.
Well, then, you're probably a millionaire. You like guitars, don't you?
Yeah. I like what? Cars?
No, guitars.
Oh, yeah.
What make guitars have you got?
I got a Gibson Ace Frehley signature. I got a Rickenbacker bass.
I don't like Rickenbackers.
£2 worth of guitars there, isn't it? I'm always tempted to say how much I earn and then dump it, but I can't be guaranteed that everybody else wouldn't.
Well, I think £7 would have been reasonable.
No. The thing is, okay, there's a whip round going round for someone I don't know that much, first of all. Secondly, this person gets paid money to work here and will probably be going to an even better paid job. Thirdly... yeah, she's fit.
You should have given her a tenner then.
Yes, I should have done. No, it's too late. She's going. Chances of that happening to finish. Anyway, thirdly, I said, what's the accepted sum? I'll tell you something, Peter. I've never worked in an office, okay? When you do TV jobs, you're kind of, or radio jobs, you're kind of protected. But here I come in, I work 5 days a week, and time. I said, what's the accepted amount to put into a whip round? James O'Brien's weird producer, Maxie, said, well, if you know the person well, it's a £5. If you don't know them and you're just trying to get rid of the person having the whip round, it's £2. I was like, all right, fair enough. I've said hello to her a few times. I will put a £5 in. I didn't have a £5. I had a tenner or £4. I put the tenner in, and instead of taking out £5, which I think was due to me, I took out £4, meaning I put in £6, which is £1 over the national average.
Well, I think you should send her a sorry letter.
Why?
Because, you know, it's...
I don't even know the girl!
Look, the truth is, I only phoned up because I wanted to be on radio.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm going to cut you off!
Good.
Yeah. I can't believe James O'Brien, the man who,
Slosh puppy, hey!
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Slosh puppy, hey!
Hey, James.
Hey!
Yeah?
Hey!
Yeah?
Hey!
Yo?
Hey!
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 He can't believe he grasped me up for being tight. Well, that's, inappropriate, behaviour. Well, what is the industry standard, then, for a whip round? And why do they have a whip round? When I leave here, could be sooner than we'd like to think, you never know, I don't want to whip round, I just want to go, you know, go. Do you whip round? Would you want to whip round, Giles, really? If you were leaving, would you want to whip round? A card? Well, no, a card, because what it is, they get on those big naff cards. So we're going to miss you. Good luck in your new job. We're going to miss you. Bye. I don't know who you are, but I'm going to miss you. And you just get everyone, all these people you've never heard of writing, well, bye. Your mate's all right. Good to see you go. You're rubbish anyway, big idiot. All that kind of nonsense. You don't want that. You're never going to... You start looking at it and go, I can't be bothered to read this. I'll read this when I get home. You lose it on the bus on the way home. So I don't want a card. I don't want a present. Because then if you get a present, then you judge how much the people think of you. Because if you get a crappy little present, that's like 20 quid, you think, oh, man, I'm worth 20 quid to these people. Then if you get... I don't know, maybe if you got a nice present, that'd be all right. I could do with some help on this, 0870 90 90 973. You can email, by the way, iain@lbc.co.uk. Trevor's in the Streatham.
Hi, Ian. So would you reckon to the deal?
Hello, Trevor.
You've got a deal?
Okay, I just have to say that my bosses are listening particularly tightly to the show because the speakers are on maximum volume downstairs.
Okay.
But for those, I'll whisper this. The listening figures for radio are measured by a thing called Radar Diaries. Trevor is somehow connected with Radar and has access to... How many diaries do you think you have, Trevor?
I can print them out at will.
Wow. Now, you have come up with a deal with me that would mean you would cheat it for me.
Wouldn't say cheat, manipulate.
Okay, you would manipulate it, so I suddenly...
I would hand over the power of radio.
Okay. And you've given me 5 demands. Now, one of the demands you already know the answer to.
I do, yes.
Okay. So the 4 demands I have are, you want granting of correspondent status. I can do that. You want a 1-week-long Lady Verinder amnesty.
Yes.
I can do that. You want front row tickets to filming with Celebrity Soup.
Yes.
I can do that easily. You don't sit down, though.
That's okay. I'll push to the front.
And you want a rebranding of Triple M to Triple M brought to you by Trevor in the Streatham for 2 days.
But you said a week.
I can do it for a week.
If we can do that, then you've got a deal.
Okay, you got a deal.
When will it start?
Give me the diaries.
The diaries?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get me the diaries. Hang on a minute, though. When they hand out the Radar Diaries, I realise what we're doing is it's only slightly illegal. When they hand out the diaries, don't the people go from door to door saying, would you like a diary?
They do.
Well, how do we get over that obstacle?
We send out a list of roads for people to visit. So instead of roads, I could give addresses. If we've got addresses of your listeners, we could make sure your listeners got some.
Good lad. Well, listen, you. Before I give you anything, I want to see something from you.
Okay. Okay, that's cool.
Lovely. Okay. Well,
have a look at your listen figures for next month.
Okay. You can affect it that instantly. Good lad. Thank you. It's only a little bit illegal. Flange. Marion.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Marion.
I heard James O'Brien say that about you this morning.
What did that cheeky, balding, fat sausage say about me?
He said that Nick Ferrari gave £10.
Yeah, hang on. Nick Ferrari gets £1,000 a show.
Well, I'm just telling you what...
£1,000 a show!
Dear, oh dear.
£1,000 a show.
Just think you could have an icebox in your house for that.
Yes. Yes.
Just think.
Yes.
He also then pointed out that he gave £10.
Oh, well, he's an idiot, yeah.
And then went on to say, well, he didn't quite say you were mean, but it was definitely infirmed that you put £10 in whatever box or envelope or whatever, and then removed £4.
Yes, I did. So I gave £6.
Well, for somebody you didn't know, I guess it was okay.
Yeah.
Or didn't you feel a little twinge that they might speak about you?
No, I don't, not in the slightest. What I feel is I've been very generous, and that I could quite easily have said to Mr. Jacks, who was collecting the money, do you know what, I'm not going to give anything. Why should there be pressure on me, Marion, to give money? Yes. There shouldn't be, should there?
No, but I don't think he should have announced it, really.
I don't think he should have announced it.
You know, it gives people the wrong impression if you're not mean, Ian.
I'm not mean at all.
No.
No, but that's for Ferris given £10. He earns £1,000.
That's not counting what he gets for going on Judy and Richard's programme.
No, it doesn't count what he gets for going on Judy and Richard's programme.
And I think, doesn't he write columns somewhere or other?
He's got a column.
Yes.
He's got books. He does live appearances. The man is rolling in money. £10 to him is like threepence halfpenny to me.
Exactly.
The man's virtually a multi-millionaire, goddammit. Deservedly so. I'm only, expressing this anger because I'm jealous of him.
I don't think deservedly so. I prefer you and James O'Brien.
Well, thank you. James himself is... in fact, did James say how much he gave?
Yes, £10.
Yes. Oh, well, I don't believe him. In fact, I'll go on air, Marion, and state now, I think James O'Brien is lying when he says he gave £10.
There you are.
Yeah.
He may be, because he's talking of going away, and he doesn't want to share a house with some friends with his wife. Apparently he doesn't want to go away with his friends.
A miserable, tight liar.
There you are.
Marion, thank you very much indeed. Oh, I'm in trouble now. I hope James isn't listening, do you know what I mean? No, stop it. What's he going banging on about how much I've given for? Lee is on the North Circular.
Hi, Mr. Lee.
Hello, Lee.
Don't you think it's really... I was listening to him today. I don't often listen to Mr. O'Brien.
Yes.
But I thought he was joking when he said it, and apparently he's not.
No, it's true.
That's rude, isn't it, to say even... Does it matter how much you give? Does it matter if you'd have put pound in or £100? Why would he say it? Was he saying it to be smart or something?
I don't know why he was saying it. I am genuinely a little bit knocked off that he said it, because that sort of stuff shouldn't be announced on the radio like that. So that's genuinely very, very naughty. Not play acting now. It's properly naughtily. And also, it's irrelevant how much I gave.
I agree with you. I think an apology on air is in order.
I think so. He's just jealous just because I listen to John Gaunt now in the morning.
Yeah, probably.
And because I destroyed him in a race because he's a fat, balding liar.
Yeah.
What is the industry standard, Lee, for a whip round? What's the right amount to put in the pot?
We done one at work the other day, and what was it? I think it was for somebody's birthday, and I asked how much. Like you, I just said the same thing as you. How much? Because you feel embarrassed. You don't want to give too much. You don't want to sort of not put in. But it depends how many people are putting. How many people put in your place?
Everybody. Basically, it's someone. I won't say who it is, just in case they don't want to announce it on air. But it's someone from the news team. Is
I know who it is because she said she was leaving. Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay. So who have you been told it is?
Oh, I can't remember what's her name.
What's her name?
The one with a nice voice, but I can't remember her name.
Well, that narrows it down to 7 of them.
The one who does the news. I can't remember her name, though.
Okay.
But she was doing it on Steve Allen's show. She told about a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Anyway.
But anyway, so she's leaving, and I can't remember the point I was going to make there. Oh, so everyone in LBC is given money. So it's going to be, it's going to be... She could probably afford to buy a car with the amount of money she's been given.
Yeah, I think a £5.
I think a five. In some ways, I think a £5 might be a little bit too much. That's quite a bit of money. Anyway, we'll talk about this later. More as we go on. Whip round seems to be the theme of the day. Let's get the latest from the LBC 97.3 Travel Centre and Amanda Redmond.
Thanks, Brian.
You're listening to LBC 417 medium wave 97.3 stereo, where news comes first.
By the way, the £1,000 a show is a guess. I'm just guessing. I have not in any way sneaked into the boss's office and looked through the invoices. I'm guessing. I would imagine it's something like that. Kev's in the Windsor.
Good day, my friend.
Good day, my friend, indeed.
Ian, I don't want to tread too far into Andy Crane territory here.
Yes.
But this week I've been having a bit of a retro week, listening to various past shows of yours on the podcast.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
On my iPod.
Yes.
Because you've obviously attracted new listeners to the show in recent months.
Haven't we just, yes.
For some of us old school listeners, Ian, we seem to have forgotten some of the voices who brought us to the dance.
Hardcore.
I suppose you could really call it Where Are They Now?
Where are they now in terms of old callers?
Yeah, exactly. So can I just run through a couple of names with you and see if they're out there listening?
Okay, so these are people that used to call in, but don't call in anymore.
That's right, Ian.
Okay,
So, for example, Exciting Bill, whatever happened to him?
Exciting Bill, okay.
Exactly. Do you remember Robert in the Balham, who pioneered the I Don't Know quiz? Do you remember that?
In fact, did you just mention Exciting Bill?
I did.
Line 1, you're on the air.
Showcase.
Oh, no, sorry, it was him. Okay, Robert did the I Don't Know quiz.
Do you remember that?
Oh, that was good, where the answer was I don't know.
I don't know.
And he couldn't play, he kept losing.
Exactly.
All you had to do was Kev, how old is the Queen?
I don't know, Ian.
There you go. You see, that was it. That was the thing. You just keep going backwards and forwards, and the guy that invented it couldn't know it. Couldn't do it. He kept trying to think of the answer.
That's right. And do you remember Steve the cabbie, who used to bang on about Spurs all the time?
Right. So hang on. Let's just jot this down. So, Exciting Bill. What did Exciting Bill talk about?
Not a great deal from what I can remember.
Steve the cabbie. Okay. Yeah, Steve the cabbie was talking about Spurs, and then his brother phoned him once, and some old woman has left a lot to Steve in her will or something.
He's probably listening to Sport Talk or something like that.
Yes, yes, okay.
You remember Chris in the Hemel, who used to submit excellent MP3s?
Yeah, he emailed me recently, actually. He emailed me the other day and asked why I didn't read out his emails. Well, they weren't that good, actually.
It'd be nice to hear from him again.
It would be good, especially as it's still half-term, so he could call in.
And what about this one, Ian? Who could ever forget Bernie in the Wimbledon from a past show in January?
Yeah.
Who bought a trampoline for his tortoise to occupy themselves during the day?
Did we have all of this on my show?
We did. It was. I think that was 3rd of January.
The show was good in the old days, although you are starting to sound a little bit like an anorak.
Possibly. Of course, that's Samantha in the L's call.
She phoned in the other day. She's in America.
Oh, did she?
She sounded even hotter in America. Hey, of course, there's one famous caller that we're all missing. This is him.
You ever had physalis? It's all right. The doctor will give you a cream for it. No, physalis.
Oh, hang on. That's the wrong thing. Hang on. Here we go. This is it. Oh, no, that's the wrong... Where has that gone? Okay, here we go.
I think I know where this is going, Ian.
This is going here.
You really want to know? I'm not gay.
The loveliness of Stratford, even on a rainy day, when Yassida's calling, he tells us, I'm not gay.
I'm not gay.
Ian's terribly alone, forgotten in the booth. Then Yassida's calling, brightens up his day.
Oh, God, I could be with Noel Edmonds now.
Yasser left his home at LBC.
Where the hell has he gone?
I can remember as if it was yesterday.
He tried to get me the sack recently, Yasser.
With the email?
Yeah, I wish, it's cracking stuff. I wish he'd call in, though, man,
I wish he would as well.
There's no hard feelings.
What about Gregory, who used to ring in and play the Sweet Game?
Oh, Gregory. Yes, he turned out to be a little bit homophobic in the end.
Did he?
Yes, remember, we were playing the Sweet Game, and then he said something about gays that was quite... It was like, what? Oh. But yes, he calls in from time to time. Well, Kev, listen, if those people are listening... We'll keep Exciting Bill, Steve the cabbie, Chris in the Hemel, Bernie in the Wimbledon, and we'll put Yasser down. If any of those...
And also, just one more.
Go on.
Lieutenant Colombo.
Oh, and Colombo himself. If any of those 6 people are listening, they can come straight to air and have a whole 15 minutes to themselves.
Thank you very much.
Kev, thank you very much for that. Good lad. Excellent work. It's funny now, some people call in and then they just stop calling in. You know, they call in a lot, and then they disappear. So we're looking for old callers. If you're new to this show and this station, and I believe that this show is still attracting new listeners, thank God for that. Exciting Bill, Steve the cabbie, Chris in the Hemel, Bernie in the Wimbledon, Yasser and Lieutenant Colombo were all regulars of mixed varying degrees of interest. If they're listening, then come on. Lyndon's in the Stratford.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Lyndon.
How are you?
I'm all right, actually, yeah.
I've not called you for a little while. I'm still your unofficial Ian, used to be rubbish, but not so bad now, correspondent.
Good work, thank you.
Yeah.
Are we still going on the right direction, do you think, in terms of that?
Well, you have good days and bad days, but don't we all?
So does Christ himself.
Well, apparently the day, he had very bad
Although
days.
I'm not comparing myself to Jesus in any way, just before.
No, but you haven't died and come back.
No.
Die would be a bad day.
Yes.
Coming back would probably be a good day.
It would be a good day, a day for celebration, and that's why Christians celebrate it so much. Let's move on, Lyndon, because I feel I could get in trouble. So, you've called in for something.
Yes, a couple of things. Firstly, this thing about putting in for people when they leave where you work.
The whip round.
What's all that about?
Oh, man.
I'm so on your side about this. I work out on the road, I'm a salesman, and I go into our office once a week. That's all, once a week.
Yeah.
And I go in once a week, and some person in accounts is leaving,
Yes.
and I get my name on an envelope. Oh, well, we've put a £5 in for you.
Yeah.
So I owe someone in the office a £5.
Yeah.
Someone I don't know, and...
So they put a £5 in on your behalf?
Yes.
And you've then got to give it to them?
Absolutely.
Stuff that, man. You should say, get lost. I ain't giving that. Lyndon, stay there, mate. We'll carry on after this. Hi, good. Sorry, we'll carry on in a second. Someone sent me an email. Well, I'm declared war. I've declared war and had the first strike on John Gaunt on TalkSport. Ian, you're right. John Gaunt did say that householders should have the right to arm themselves and shoot intruders, and he had lots of people calling in to agree with him. What would you do? Give them an ASBO and send them on safari to rehabilitate themselves? That's why he gets more listeners than LBC. No. That's not the reason he gets more listeners than LBC. It's because it's a national station. The damn fool. And what I would do, Lyndon, is not talk about arming people because it's boring. I'm talking about whip rounds with you.
Well, John Gaunt's over there, and that's why he's over there.
That's why he's over there. God damn it, can we play a record? Let's all... Look, Heather's here, Giles is here, Elliot's here. Let's all go to TalkSport Towers and kick the door down and ask to see John...
No need. No need. I mean, I've only vaguely heard of this John Gaunt guy.
Yes.
I know he went, and then everybody said, yay. And now he came back, and everybody went boo. And he's carrying on doing what he does.
Yes. Anyway, Lyndon, I fear I've gone off on a tangent. What were you saying? I've forgotten.
No, I was saying about the whip round.
Yes.
I think you're right. I like James O'Brien's show a lot, I must admit.
It's all right,
but I think he had no right to say that you only put a £5 in. I think he's the fool putting £10 in.
I put £6 in. James O'Brien has told how much I put into a whip round for someone who's leaving. The fact I put in a tenner, took £4 change out. Not giving a tenner.
I think you've done well. I think he's the one that's been mugged by society in your office. Someone needs to be strong, and £6 pretty good.
£6 is pretty darn good. Thank you, Lyndon. I can't believe... I'm seriously knocked he's mentioned that. Thank you for those clips, by the way, Heather. They are superb. Tony Ray, is it? Is it the fella? What's his name? Tony J. Who's Tony Ray, then? Wasn't Tony Ray a singer? Tony J. Anyway, he's not with us anymore. It's just sad, because he's got a good voice, hasn't he? Hey? Oh, I had a thought of who we should get in to present the show here, but I'll tell you later. Jackie!
Hello.
I suspect this may have to go on after the news, as we only have a minute.
Oh, right. Okay, then. Well, I'm happy to stay here, because I'm still on holiday.
Okay.
So,
you're a teacher, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. When you go back, can you tell kids not to waste my time phoning in going, I'm on the radio, and then putting the phone down?
Oh, I will do so.
Do so. We've had a lot of that.
You've got two people in the area where I teach that phone up quite regularly.
I like young people calling in, don't get me wrong, I love it. I think it's brilliant that young people call into speech radio. I think it's very, very cool. But when they're just going, I'm on the radio, bye, and they put the phone down.
Well, they'll all be very quiet today because the GCSE results came.
Oh, of course. How did you do?
We've done extremely well.
How many A's did you get?
We got 63.4%
Wow. Well, I'm talking about you personally, not the school.
Oh, me.
Oh, hang on, say that. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Okay.
Yeah. Jackie, we'll come back to you after this.
All right.
ZYXWVUTSRQPONMOKJIHTFEDCPA.
Well done, did it! New world record. Just over 6 seconds. 08709090973. We're talking about, I mentioned community safety buses. No one has called in to let me know what that is. What rubbish purpose that would serve. We're also talking about whip rounds. And earlier on, Kev from the Windsor came up with a list of callers who used to call, but sadly don't anymore, including Exciting Bill, Steve the Cabbie, Chris in the Hemel, Bernie in the Wimbledon, Yasser, and Lieutenant Columbo. Jackie
Yeah.
is a slightly weird woman who keeps a log of every caller that phones in.
I'm a bit behind at the moment,
Okay.
but I've got a basic sort of tenant. What about Gemma in Enfield, who moved to Camden?
Oh, she was... Oh, no. Oh, God, this is... OK, we've got to be careful we don't get too in here and exclude new listeners. But she was quite an interesting young girl, about 21, and a guy proposed to her live on the air.
Yeah.
And she said, no, we finished with each other weeks ago. Then she was going to move in with a bloke and live with him, and...
Yeah. What happened to her?
Yeah, I don't know. She was nice. Yes. OK, well, she's on the list.
Gloria in Borehamwood.
Who was that?
Yeah, she phoned 3 times in February. She hasn't phoned...
See, this is brilliant. Jackie knows this. She knows it. And what did she talk about, Jackie?
She was in the local paper, but she wouldn't say why.
OK, yes. I don't remember that at all. The thing is, after the show, I have to go and write a weblog. I refuse to say blog. 'Cause it's short for weblog. I have to go and do that.
Short for?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I know, weblog. And why say blog? Oh, it's quicker. You're saving yourself a syllable.
That's ridiculous.
So, I have to write...
Lazy as well.
It is lazy. So I have to write a weblog, and it's called a weblog, for the show. The other presenters are supposed to do it. Some of them don't. They get their producers to write it. Oh, here we go.
I like reading yours, because they come with the iPod thingy.
Here comes the payback. James O'Brien doesn't write his very often. Maxie Allen writes James's. James does it sometimes. Maxie Allen writes it sometimes, most of the time, and signs it James O'Brien. Anyway, so we have to go and write these weblogs.
Chris sometimes does yours, doesn't he?
No, he hasn't done it for about the last...
He hasn't done it for a while, though.
The last 2 months.
Yeah.
And and I'm doing it all the time now.
All right.
Anyway, so you can see these weblogs on lbc.co.uk. The thing, what I'm trying to say is, and I will get this point out, is that I can't remember what I've done in the show I've just done. As soon as the show is over, it just goes from my mind.
You dump it.
Yes.
By the way, what is the third one of the items that you're talking about today? Because every time you say it's a rubbish item, but you say it so quickly, I don't even know what the item is, and that could be why people aren't phoning in.
What item?
I don't know. You said it's a rubbish item anyway. It was between the last, the second one you read out.
I mentioned community safety buses.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah, yes. I just.
What are they?
I didn't say it was a rubbish item.
Oh.
I just said they were rubbish things. I don't know. I saw one the other day, and it was like set up in like this sort of weird estate in Willesden. And it's like community safety bus, and there's like people there, and there was like some people dressed up as, they were sort of faux policemen. They weren't really policemen, but they were wearing blue.
Right.
And I just couldn't quite work out what they were doing.
Oh.
So I'm just trying to find out if anyone knows, if they could give me a call and let me know.
Oh, right, okay. Then.
Jackie, I've got to go because I've got James O'Brien on the other line.
Okay, then.
Thanks a lot, love, bye-bye. Yes, James O'Brien.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, James.
Listen, I think you're missing the point here, mate.
Yes.
It's not the fact that you gave £6, okay? It's the fact that you dipped your grubby little hands in to collect change, you tightwad.
But I didn't...
Who does that, honestly?
James, first of all, 2 things. First of all, that was... What happens in the office is private. You shouldn't use it as fodder for your show, okay?
Get on with you.
No, I'm being serious. And secondly, I didn't want to give a tenner, and I could have quite easily taken a £5 out. So the fact I only took £4 out, I think is fine. What's your problem, mate?
You don't take change from the collection plate, mate. It's as simple as that. You'd have been... I tell you what, I was talking to the poor girl earlier, okay?
You were talking to the programme earlier?
The poor girl,
right.
okay, and she's in tears over this.
Right.
You know what she said to me?
Go on.
And I'll act this for you, okay?
Yes.
She goes, I don't want anything off of anybody anymore. Yeah, so that's what you know. Congratulations, mate.
Well, why do we have a whip round? She gets paid for doing the job. She's probably going to go to another job.
Well, mate, if you don't understand now, you never will. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going now, mate, because I don't want this to get too serious. Okay.
It's got quite serious.
Yeah. Well, I can see that.
Yeah. Go away, because I'm going to speak to Verinda now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I should get a prize.
Hang on, I don't think he's gone yet. He's not gone yet, Verinda.
Okay.
Shut up, Verinda.
Who the hell are you?
He's gone now. That was James O'Brien.
Oh, okay. Oh, I should get a prize.
Sorry?
I should get a prize for guessing that you were wearing glasses.
What?
For guessing that you were wearing glasses. No, that's funny, isn't it?
Okay, so I don't know, is it?
You know, I'm not bothered.
I don't know.
No, that's funny, isn't it?
What?
No, that's funny, isn't it? You know, I'm not bothered.
Right, the thing
No,
is...
that's funny, isn't it? What? You know, I'm not bothered. No, that's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, the thing is...
Yeah.
Right, I asked the question, what has... This is the first hour of the show. People don't know what we're talking about. They've forgotten now. They're all...
I haven't forgotten.
Oh, God.
No, that's funny, isn't it?
I asked...
I'll tell you, if you don't give me a prize, yeah, I'm going to a celebrity super on September the 8th, yeah. I'm going to knock you out then.
Was the number 91 bus on time today?
The number 91 bus was on time today.
Excellent. You're going to go to Celebrity Soup and knock me out.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
All right, then.
Fine, bye.
Are you going to give me a prize, though?
No.
I let you off.
No, I'm not going to give you... Basically, we played a competition in the first hour of the show. I changed something about me over the travel, and I was...
And I got it right.
Will you shut up?
No, I'm not going to shut up.
Well, let me explain what's going on. Let me explain what's going on to people who've just tuned in.
Okay.
Thank you. I asked the callers to call in and say what they thought was different about me. Now, what was different was I'd put on a pair of sunglasses. What was your answer, Verinda?
You wore glasses.
Kevin, do you think I should give him a prize?
I don't really know. She didn't get it right.
No, she didn't, did she?
That's the thing. If you don't get the answer right, and I'm a solicitor...
I didn't get it right.
So I should be a good judge that she technically got it wrong, Ian.
Verinda, Kevin's saying that you, as he's a solicitor...
I technically got it right. All I said, didn't say was that you were wearing sunglasses, but you were wearing glasses.
You said reading glasses.
Yeah, but you were wearing glasses, weren't you?
You said reading glasses. I wasn't wearing... I could barely see in those glasses. They were sunglasses. Kevin, do you think I should give her a prize or not?
I don't really... Because she was so specific and said reading glasses,
Yep.
that's not the sort of glasses... It's like saying a car is a motorbike. They're both vehicles, but she was too specific, and therefore she's got to be denied any sort of a prize, I'm afraid.
That means I have to knock you out when I go to Celebrity Soup.
Okay, bye, Verinda.
Yeah, I've got another thing.
Whoa, what? I want to talk to Kevin. Kevin sounds like a really interesting person.
It was about Wisdom Jones.
All right.
He sent me a message that he didn't get the right GCSE results.
Okay, well, that's very sad.
And he's depressed.
Okay, well, he can call in if he wants. I don't believe a word that girl says. She's weird, isn't she, Kevin?
It's a bit strange. You get interesting callers on your show, Ian.
We got fruitcakes, but Kevin, because of Verinda, I have to go to the break now. Can you wait online for a couple of minutes?
Oh, that's absolutely fine. Speak to you soon, Ian.
Speak to you after this, thank you.
Thinking of buying property abroad?
Oh, Kevin, we're back to you. Sorry for the 4.5 minute wait.
That's okay. I was calling it. You were talking about the whip rounds at work earlier.
Yeah, oh, God, yes.
And, well, first of all, the way we deal with it, we get a card that comes round with a folder, but it comes into your office and you're supposed to put money in it.
You put money in the...
If you do, so you just send it on to the next person.
Yeah.
They don't know if you've given money or not.
Good work.
But
that's the way it should operate. It should be an anonymous donation scheme.
But the thing is, if you work in a place with a high turnover of staff, you're constantly being asked to give money to people you don't really know anyway.
Hang on a second. James O'Brien got one of the work experience people to write a blog for him the other day. Prove me wrong on that one, Maxie. Sorry, Kevin.
That's okay. But the worst thing we've got is we've got an office of some 60 people.
Jeez.
When it's your birthday, you have to buy cakes for everybody.
Oh, you are joking.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, but it's frowned upon if you don't. But the worst thing is, I buy cakes, spend a tenner for the whole office when it's my birthday.
Yeah.
And then you get other people having your cakes, but when it's their birthday, they don't buy anything.
Hang on, how does a tenner buy cakes for 60 people?
Well, we've got a Tesco store, so I tend to get the value cakes from there.
Oh, jeez.
You can get loads of them. And donuts, I can't believe how cheap donuts are at, well, I won't mention the store again, but you can get donuts so cheap if you buy the real good value.
Tesco's?
Yeah.
You can mention Tesco's as many times as you want, really.
Oh, that's...
As long as you're not saying, Tesco's sell poisonous donuts. As long as you don't say that, which of course they don't. Hang on. Oh, am I in trouble now? As long as you're not slagging them off, you can say Tesco's as many times as you want.
Oh, well, they do the best value donuts that you can get at Tesco.
The thing is, though, once you've had a Krispy Kreme donut, you can't have any other donut. You have a Krispy Kreme, and it's the most amazing taste sensation in the world. Even the slightly manky ones just taste amazing. You go back to your bog standard jammy donut covered in sugar, and it's horrible.
Well, I like the custard ones. But the thing is, I'm always conscious about my teeth with them.
Yeah.
And what I do is I brush the sugar off them, so I don't want to get cavities in my teeth.
So, you do what?
I brush the sugar off in the sink at work.
Off the donut?
Off the donut. It's weird, though, because if you brush the donut off them, it tastes like, say, a plain white roll with some sort of bizarre custard filling in. But it does save your teeth.
What would be... That's weird, by the way, Kevin.
It's slightly strange.
It's odd. What would be nice, though, is if you could just buy a big tub of that custard. You can't get any custard like it at all in the world, except in the donut.
No, you can buy... They do a tub of... I think it's ambrosia, which is nice. But it hasn't got the same strength to it. It's like a watered-down version of what you get in those donuts.
Kevin, thank you very much for that.
Lovely to speak to you, Ian.
Nice to speak to you too. Hang on, he was in rugby, I've just realised. Rugby's miles away, isn't it? Barnsworth, where's rugby?
I don't know.
It's miles...
Rugby's not good.
What was he doing calling us from rugby? I know that I think it's next Tuesday, the whole digital thing, goes on.
I can't wait, me. I can listen to you in my bedroom instead of downstairs.
You're going to be... the digital signal's going to be in your area, is it?
Yes, it is.
You've checked it out?
Yeah, the 1st of September.
Okay, you've checked it out, have you?
Yes, it's doing it... Well, the demo tape thing.
Okay, because it's not the whole country, but there are pockets of the country where we will be available on Crystal Clear Digital. Although, last night, neither of my digital radios are working. I couldn't pick up any stations. Couldn't get LBC.
Mine does that sometimes. I have to unplug it and plug it back in.
Well, sometimes they don't pick up, like, one or two stations because the signal... But so I tried LBC last night because I wanted to listen to Bob, who was filling in for Clive. Couldn't hear that. It wasn't picking it up. So my second port of call is, I thought, well, I'll try Talk Sport, even though it's James Whale and he's rubbish. Couldn't pick that up. And so then I tried Radio 2. I had to listen to Susie Quattro talking to Dion.
Oh,
You don't even know who either of those people are, do you?
Oh, sounds sad, though.
Can the Can and the Wanderer. That was it. It was Can the Can and the Wanderer together. Jeez. I used to have a big crush on Susie Quattro, though.
Did you?
She was hot, man. She used to play bass guitar in the 70s, sing rock music, and wear leather trousers. Come alive, down in Devilgate Drive. Come alive, can the can. All her songs sounded the same. All sounded exactly the same. She was in Happy Days as Leather Tuscadero.
Wow.
She copped off with the Fonz once.
All right. So, in September, you might get more people sound like me phoning you up.
You don't want to talk about that, do you? Okay. Yeah, we might get more weird Northern girls calling up.
I'm not weird, I'm just...
No.
Special.
Yes, don't. I lost a job for that once as well. So, Barnsworth.
Yes. How are you, my darling?
Do you know what? I'm all right. Oh, I tell you what, though. The fridge man came today.
Yeah.
The fridge freezer's broken. Big American fridge freezer. It is broken. And it was booked in for Thursday, but it could have been any time in the day Thursday. They didn't know it was going to be in the morning. Luckily, he came in the morning. He was a nice man. He was at my house for 4 minutes. That cost me £79. Right. So anyway, he comes round. I explain what the problem was, and I said it's done the same thing 3 times in the past. He said, right, what's the problem is you need to replace this, and you need to replace the 2 motherboards in the computer. My fridge has got a computer in it, Barnsworth.
Wow, that's how posh.
It does sound posh. I said, why has it got a computer? And he explained it was quite dull. It's to do with if you open the door, then shut the door, then it needs to calculate how much cold air it needs to take from the freezer into the fridge to cool it down again. Ton. There. Anyway, it's going to cost me, in total, to get it fixed, including the £79 call-out fee today. I hope, actually, I'd not question that. Have a guess.
£1,000.
No, we're not that rich down here, love. No, it's to replace it would be £1,200. To get it fixed, £379.
Well, it's cheaper than getting a new one.
It's cheaper than getting a new one, and he can't do it for 2 weeks.
What?
I am without a fridge freezer for 2 of your Earth weeks. What the hell?
Get a little one. Just a little one. Just
what?
Put your stuff in.
I had one of those tiny ones that you can get like 4 beers in. And I threw that away because it was silly. But I'm not going to buy... Listen, I don't know what you've heard, Barnsworth. The streets are not paved with gold here. We don't have oil when we turn on the tap. I don't wipe my bottom with a £50 note.
I know that.
I don't, Jonathan. I doubt you do either. But so I'm not going to buy a fridge freezer for 2 weeks. So it means
It was just a suggestion.
it wasn't a very good one. So it means I've not got any way of chilling for 2 weeks, apart from listening to some music and it was a joke. Anyway, Barnsworth.
Anyway, right, you were talking about the whip round.
Yeah, I've got it. Hang on, Jonathan.
Yeah.
We ain't got much time now, so I'll try and hurry her up. Okay, we've got a minute, and a half until we have to go to a break.
Yeah, well, whip round, yeah?
All right, right. Yeah, Barnsworth.
Yeah. Right, the whip round that they were doing.
Yes.
Well, they do stuff like that at college if it's someone's birthday or if someone leaves.
If someone leaves college?
Yeah.
But there's like 300 people leaving every year.
I know, but that's what happens.
Okay. You've got a minute and 15 left, Jonathan.
Hello?
That will have time. That will have time to get to you. But anyway, stay there. You might be lucky. Yes, Barnsworth.
And I also put a couple of pounds in, and I think £6 is very generous for someone you don't really know.
Thank you.
So he's got no right to bug you off for that.
Excellent. Jonathan, we've got a minute.
Yeah, well, about the whip round.
And apologies to Barnsworth for cutting off so...
Sorry, Barnsworth.
Yes.
But about this whip round business, I have to say that, I mean, I worked at a place here where I didn't really like this person, right? He was really awful to me. He was nasty. He was a homophobe. He was just homophobic, nasty person. He was nasty to me. And they came round and said, so-and-so's leaving. I said, thank goodness for that.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, can we have some money?
Oh, God, a man who
I
made
actually didn't. I refused. I said, no, I'm not even signing the card. I didn't like it. Why should I? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, if you don't like the person, and if they've been offensive to you in terms of homophobia and things like that, then you're well within your right to say, too, up yours, I'm going to write in his card, get stuffed, and draw a rude picture.
Exactly.
But even if you like the person and you don't want to give, you shouldn't have to.
No, exactly. Well, when, like Barnsworth was just saying, I worked at a place once where it was like every 5 minutes...
Yes.
Somebody was coming around because someone was leaving.
Jonathan, we'll get the end of that story after this. If he shows on at 5. Jonathan!
Yes, how many people do you have working at LBC then? Because what if people start leaving? You have to give all the time, do you?
You start these long, drawn-out things just as we're going to another break.
What's that?
Someone called in, and it's where we stop for a few moments and take the news and adverts. Someone called in and said you sounded like Zippy.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. So we've got some information from Peter Chapman about the community safety bus. Ian, I've been looking for information about community safety buses. There's not a lot around. They go to crime hotspots in London. Well, where I was in Willesden the other day was not a crime hotspot. It was quite a nice little part of it. If that's not a contradiction in terms. People are on hand to issue advice on community safety and crime prevention. There are brochures and leaflets available on how to tackle crime. They also hand out personal alarms, perfect for joggers like yourself if confronted with a surprise. I believe they are run by various councils in partnership with the police. Well, it was not... Anyway, we're talking about that. We're talking about whip rounds. The ongoing saga of my fridge freezer. It's going to cost £379 to fix. And I'm not going to have a fridge or a freezer for 2 weeks. I genuinely need some tips on what I... You're quite a heavy breather, aren't you, Julie?
Me?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
I can hear you go...
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just not a complaint. Are you a smoker?
No, I'm not.
Are you asthmatic?
I've got a bit of a cold.
There we go. That's all it is. There's just a bit of phlegm in you. Any tips on what I can do for 2 weeks without a fridge freezer, apart from getting Domino's and Chinese every night?
Well, you get a bit fat then. You need to go running a bit more.
Oh, God, I hate running.
I'd go on free cycle and see if someone is giving away a fridge. And then you could just free cycle it afterwards.
A free cycle? What?
Oh.
What's
free cycle?
What's that?
Look up freecycle, I think, .org.uk.
Right.
And it's where people have things that are still working, they don't want any more. It's all free. No money changes hands.
Well, hang on, say that again.
Recycling stuff.
Oh, this is where you say, I've got an old piano to give away.
Exactly. I need to get rid of it. Someone take it away for me.
Okay.
And someone will email them and go, I'll have it. And
hang on, you're saying there might be a fridge on there?
Yeah, have a look. You see people giving away fridges and washing machines and dishwashers and things because they've got a new kitchen. And they don't know what to do with
Hang on, whoa, hang on a second. This is there's free stuff on the internet. Let me guess up. Let me just boot this up. What? Okay, what's the website?
I think it's freecycle.org.
Freecycle.org.
Otherwise, do a Google search and it'll come up.
Oh, hang on, I want this. I want some freebies. Here we go. Free cycle. Oh, do you know what? Someone mentioned this to me, and they gave me a free membership, and I didn't take them up on it. United Kingdom. Let's see. Okay, let us. Oh, you've got to join, have you?
No, you don't have to join. You can look up different groups in different areas to find one local to you.
Hang on,
there should be a search for your area on there.
My area is London. Oh, look, hang on.
Yeah, I'd look a bit more
Haringey.
specific.
I think I'm in Haringey. Yes, okay. Yeah. So go to Haringey, 482 members.
Yep. If you go into there, it'll just have loads of posts off stuff people don't want anymore.
No, I've got to sign up. I hate stuff where you've got to sign up.
Oh, I don't think it takes long, because I would have remembered.
Okay, right, well anyway, you tell me...
Have a look at that later.
You tell me what you've called in for while I sign up.
Well, I actually called in to say about where my husband works.
Yes.
Lots of collections and things come around. Someone's having a baby, someone's leaving.
Yes.
It's someone's birthday.
Yes.
Whatever it is.
Yes.
Card comes round in an envelope to stick some money in.
Yeah.
Always loads around my husband's birthday time. He gives to all of them. He's manager of a section, so he makes sure he gives plenty to people in his team.
Yeah.
And last year, his birthday, he went in, he had loads of sort of cakes and biscuits and donuts and that sort of thing, because that's traditional to buy them for everyone. And he had no card on his desk, and he thought, I'll probably get it at lunchtime. Lunchtime came and went, still no birthday card, no happy birthday or anything.
No.
And he came home really miserable and sat there and ate all the cakes himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Well, I helped him with it. It was quite good for me.
Of course, so you did all right in that respect, but
I
still.
did okay.
I just think that we shouldn't have it. You know, people come and go from work all the time. Unless, yes, if Steve in engineering cuts his arm off whilst messing around with the lathe, do we still have lathes here at LBC, or did they get rid of those? They've still got a couple downstairs. If someone gets rid of their arm, yes, then buy them, buy them.
Or someone's having a baby, or, an occasion.
Well, no, not even the baby, no. Not even the baby, surely.
That's nice, though, if they're having a baby.
Yeah, but if they're having a baby, no, I don't know.
Oh, to help them out, to start them off.
Anyway, look, there we go. Look,
when James Allen had his baby, was there a collection come round?
When James Allen?
Yeah.
Yes. No, there was no collection for James Allen's baby.
Oh.
Hang on, I'm in Free Cycle now. Can you believe that James Allen on his show this morning was grassing me up?
I was going to phone up and let you know that, but someone beat me to it.
Miserable.
I thought it was really rude of him.
Well,
He was boasting that he put a tenner in.
Yeah, I don't believe that for 1 second.
No, I didn't either.
He gets the work experience girls to write his blogs for him. Wanted a bread maker. Wanted a folding meter rule.
Yeah, look at the one saying offered.
Offered gold picture frame.
There's a bit of crap on there.
Needed a gate latch thing. I have the gate already, which has a flat latch like a lever. It goes up and down. What I don't have is the little iron bit that the flat latch rests on.
Yeah. There's lots of people on there asking for bits of crap.
There's a piano going.
Yes.
Offered a washing machine. Muslims singles dreamland. What? Hang on a minute.
That sounds a bit dodgy.
No, it sounds exciting. Here we go. Let's have a look. A Muslim singles paradise. Muslim_loving.
That'll be taken off very shortly, I'm sure.
Well, if John Gaunt has his way, yes. OK, Julie, listen, thank you very much for that.
Yeah, well, good luck with your hunt for a small fridge freezer to tide you over.
Thank you very much. Fingers crossed. Is that the best thing to do? Hello, Lady Alex, you right? I'm going to be without a fridge freezer for 2 weeks. Is it really the best thing to... I'm obsessed with this Free Cycle now. Let's see what else is available. Buggy. It's all wanted, though, as these things often are. The stuff that's being offered is rubbish... and the stuff that's wanted is quite exotic. I think he said erotic. No, I don't think so. John is in the Enfield.
Hi, Ian.
Hello, John.
How are you?
Yeah, all right. You're all right, cheeky.
Sorry?
I'm going to say, we put out a plea earlier on for some missing callers.
Okay.
We've not heard from Exciting Bill, or Steve the Cabbie, or Chris in the Hemel. Neither have we heard from Bernie in the Wimbledon, Yasser, Lieutenant Colombo, or Gemma in the Camden. We've heard from none of these people.
Well, I'm sure Yasser will phone up later on.
Well, I'm sure he won't, but if anyone knows where these people are, 0870 9090 970. Anyway, John.
Listen, you're moaning about waiting 2 weeks to get your fridge fixed.
Yes, I am moaning. Is there any chance you could pick your phone up?
It is picked. My alarm's going off. I don't want to step out I'm in the kitchen.
What alarm's going off?
One of the office alarms is going off.
Why? You've been broken into?
I don't know. They probably reset their alarm wrongly.
Okay, but so you could you put the phone nearer your mouth?
It is.
Wow, okay. Okay, go on then.
Anyway, I'm waiting 7 months now to get my microwave fixed.
You're joking?
And it's still at the repair shop.
Hang on a minute, microwaves cost about £49.
No, this is an integrated one, so it's about £400.
What? What's an integrated microwave?
It's built into the kitchen unit.
Oh, this is the problem with the built-in kitchen stuff.
That's it. They can't find a keypad for it.
Yeah. What, John? What is going on there?
The alarm's going off. I told you.
But all right, don't get arsey, man. I'm just asking. Jeez, calm down. Let's not kick off here. Yes, okay. So
anyway, I think 2 weeks is a short time to wait.
All right, yeah, I can see that this experience has made you a very bitter man, hasn't it?
Well, it has. I keep phoning every week.
And how long do they think it will take?
Well, every time I phone up, the answer is, we'll get in touch with them to see what happened.
Yeah. You're never going to get that back, are you?
Probably not. No.
And the thing is, John... No, hang on a second. The thing is, you can live without a microwave. Oh, yeah, so it's a little bit harder to make your scrambled eggs. Oh, yeah, you can't cook those sad, lonely one-man meals. But you can't live... What?
I didn't say I was lonely.
Nor did I.
You just did.
No, I said the lonely one-man meals.
Why would I have them?
I don't know. Are you lonely?
No.
Okay.
Are you?
Yeah, very.
You're the one that ain't got a girlfriend.
Yeah, oh, so you think. But...
I'm married.
John, this is not... We're not arguing who's the best at pulling chicks here. I'm saying a fridge freezer is more important than a microwave.
You can go and get a fridge, a little small fridge. You're single, you're on your own.
You could get a microwave...
You don't need that much food.
You could get a microwave for £40 from Tesco's.
I did, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
From a £400 microwave, I've gone to a £40 microwave.
All right, John, one last question.
Go on.
Your wife, is she fit?
Very.
Nice one, you win. It just suddenly became who's the biggest and indeed the best. We'll have to go to the other John after the news now, because I was whittering away so long to that fella. If you want to give us a call, it's 0870 90 90 973. Iain at lbc.co.uk. I'm Iain Lee. This is LBC 97.3.
London.
And we're back, and I've been for a wee, so we can continue with... I nearly went into far too much detail of what had just happened. There's no need for that. John is in the Surrey. Hello, John.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm very, very well.
Good. Just phoning about, the whip round thing.
Yeah.
I've got no objection to giving people money if they're leaving, but one came round for a bird that was pregnant the other day, and...
Well, hang on a second. One came round for a bird that was pregnant?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like for a new baby thing.
Yeah.
And I just kind of figure I have a problem with that, because if...
She should have used protection.
Well, yeah, for a start, but if you're relying on people you work with to fund your baby,
yes,
then you obviously don't have the financial stability to bring a child into the world in the first place.
Well, there's something in that. I think that if you're having that's a decision that you and your partner have made, unless, of course, you're John Gaunt and you're banging on about it, and he'll be saying that they've done it all by accident just to get, deliberately, so they can get free council housing. That's the Gaunty's theory on baby making. But yes, no, you shouldn't have to get presents for babies and stuff. It's nothing to do with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nice one, John. No, I was just reiterating it. What's going on there? Don is in the Battersea.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Hello, Don. I'm all right. I'm going to go to. I haven't been to see a comedy club for ages. I'm going to go to one this evening. Stand-up comedy. It's all tryouts. I'm going to go to King's Head at Crouch End. It's going to be all tryouts which means that some will be rubbish, one or two might be brilliant. And I'm kind of thinking about getting back to doing stand-up comedy. When this goes pear-shaped, Don, when I get the sack from here, when, I can't even get a job presenting a show on a cable channel, then I'm going to need some way to earn my bread. And I'm thinking I might go back to the traditional, timeless arts of standing there with a microphone and swearing at people.
Listen, mate. Tell them the joke about the frog.
The frog spawn.
Tell them the joke about the frog and the lonely lady. You know the one you banned me from telling when I tried to tell it on the radio?
The one about the frog and the lovely lady?
The one about the frog. You remember I said, can't tell a joke about the frog? And you said, is it about that lady? And you said, no, it's too rude, I can't tell it. You know the joke.
The frog that gives...
Remember, she goes to the pet shop and she buys a frog?
Yeah.
Yes.
Has it got a tongue, this frog?
No, it hasn't. Do you want me to tell it to you?
Is the punchline, teach it to cook and then go?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to tell you?
Is it rude?
No, not really.
No, the fact that you said no, not really means...
No. It's not rude.
Did you belch then?
No. I thought...
I tell you what, Don. Tell me your point, and then we'll do the joke last.
All right, then 2 quick points, right?
Okay.
There's nothing better than making fresh custard. The custard in the donuts, they're not all that. But with the vanilla pod, you were talking about custard earlier, right?
Where is this? Yes?
Yeah, hold on.
Steady.
Right. It beats ambrosia custard. Fresh custard, homemade, is the best custard.
No, it's not. Ambrosia custard is the best.
No,
because it tastes slightly manufactured. It's gorgeous.
It hasn't got the vanilla pod taste in it. That's the key ingredient.
No, it's got the creamy... and they also do the rice pudding in a tin, don't they?
Yeah, I know, but that's processed.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's so nice.
That's why you're so unhealthy, mate, because you're eating processed stuff.
Well, yeah, but the processed stuff is nicer because they get the flavour from a flavour factory in Colorado.
Artificial, and who invents the flavours? Who tells you that that's the correct flavour? If you make it fresh,
it is the
fresh egg,
correct flavour.
Cream,
yeah.
and vanilla pod,
no, I'm all right,
mate,
cheese.
You can't beat it.
You can beat it with ambrosia, lovely green tin. Open it up. You think, oh, do you know what? I can't even wait to heat this up. I'm just going to eat it out of the tin cold.
Well, I suppose it doesn't taste that bad out of a 40-quid microwave, anyway.
Yes, exactly.
To be perfectly. Anyway, listen. The reason why I'm phoning.
Oh, that wasn't the reason. That was the hors d'oeuvre.
That was the starter.
Yes. Well, yeah, exactly. No, that's what hors d'oeuvre means. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If you wanna split hairs.
Well, no, I don't.
Why are you being so argumentative, mate?
You're being really... No, you've got a right cob on, mate.
I'm not, because, listen, each time I phone you up, I always win in the arguments anyway, because you lost about the car, you lost about the Felcham, right, and you're going to lose this one as well, mate.
Don, I've not lost an argument with you. I may have been factually incorrect about a Filtrum. Everything else, I've won. You could not beat me in any argument.
All right, then. Can I do a
Hang on a minute. You're not the fella who had a go at me about the roundabout and not indicating and stuff, are you?
You know you lost that one. That's why you were so angry.
This guy is such a punk. He does not know what the hell. I never lost that argument. That argument was, I think, when I started this job in October or November of last year, and you can't let go of it. Get over it, man.
Well, I am over it. I just thought I'd just remind you.
Okay, well done.
Good man. Listen, look, can I do a dexterity test with you on the radio?
Yeah, why not? That sounds like fun. Can the listener try it at home as well?
Yeah, everybody can do it.
Okay, this should be fun. Okay, everybody, if you're listening, Don has got a dexterity test for us, but bearing in mind, he can't win an argument. Away you go.
All right, then, listen.
Yes.
This one, I can challenge you that you won't be able to lift up a certain finger that I ask you to do. Right, and what you do, lay your hand flat out on your desk.
Oh, there's a Twix. Oh, look, it's a Twix Extra! Okay, right, go on.
Right, you lay your hand flat out on the desk.
Yes.
Right, now tuck your...
I hope you're doing this at home, listener.
Yeah. Tuck your thumb under your hand.
Yes.
So you just got the 4 fingers showing.
Yes.
Tuck the next finger on under your hand.
All right,
yeah?
Yes.
Then tuck your 3rd finger under the hand.
Right, okay, so we've got 3 fingers under the hand, yes.
Right, you're doing that. Now miss 1 finger and tuck your little finger under your hand.
Right, yes.
So you just got that 1 finger sticking out, yeah?
Yes. Right, yes.
Yeah? Now, I'll bet you a month's salary that you cannot lift that finger off the desk.
Can I have an independent witness? Lady Alex, come in here. Or Giles, you come in here. Because I'm gonna... How much do you earn a month, mate?
Don't worry, enough to make you happy.
Okay. Now, Giles, I want you to genuinely watch this. He thinks I cannot lift... I followed all of his instructions, okay? He thinks I cannot lift that finger off the desk.
Oh, that's off.
It's off the desk, Don! It is off the desk, Don!
No,
I'll have a month's salary, please. I'll have 100...
No. You are cheating.
Oh, there we go!
No.
You don't trust Giles. I didn't lift it very much off the desk, but it rose from the desk.
Because you didn't do it correctly. You didn't tuck all your feet.
Oh, Don!
No,
Don, make the checks out to Iain Lee and send it to LBC Towers, 13 Bramley Road, as in the apples. Thank you.
There's only one.
Now, he gave me a month's salary there, so I'm expecting to get a nice £125 cheque in the post. Thank you, Don. Thank you. If anyone else managed to do that, because it was quite easy. I didn't lift my finger very high, but I certainly lifted it up. Colin is in the Orpington. Hello, Colin. Oh, God, Colin's got bored and gone. Colin! I say Colin. Okay, he's gone. Line 8, you're on the air.
You are such a slappy.
Get out of here. I beat you easily. Idiot. What was he banging on about? Damn fool. Oh, something else I was going to mention. Do you know what? I've completely... My mind has almost been melted by the very fact it's the weekend. It's kind of... Oh, no, I do need some help, though, on what I'm going to do. I'm not having a fridge freezer for 2 weeks. Can you survive? I remember when I was a student, I lived in halls of residence. And you'd buy a pint of milk and you'd leave it on the windowsill to keep it cool. Oh, jeez, I actually used to do that. And sometimes you're going past, like, some rough flats. You'll see they've still done that. They'll have a pint of milk on the windowsill. That's not sensible, is it? That can't work. 0870 90 90 973. Still not heard from any of these other the callers as well. Gemma in the Camden, Colombo, Yasser, Steve the cabbie. We can't have lost them all. I know we've lost some listeners. We can't have lost all of those dudes, have we? Graham's on the motorway 25. Good afternoon, Graham.
Hello, Ian. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm very well, mate.
Good. I was just ringing up. I've listened. I'm a fairly new listener to you.
Okay.
Before I was listening to Talk Sport, in fairness. So where you're talking about John Gordon, I thought I'd give you what's good about you and not so good about him, to be fair.
Oh, bring it on, because he does fear me. Let's have it.
He does fear. Do you think he fears you?
Yeah, of course he fears me. He's terrified of me.
Is he?
Yeah, of course he is.
He's quite a big man with a very high voice, isn't he?
He sounds like Chris Moyles, doesn't he?
He does sound very strange.
And he's. Well, listen, you tell me the good things about this show and the bad things about his show, and then I'll tell you what I think.
Well, the good thing about this show is it seems fairly easy to get on to talk to you, and you can kind of talk about what you need.
Right, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Now, my critics, including Gaunty, would say, yeah, that's because no one phones up because he's got no listeners. So that's...
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
Would he say it like that, though?
Not quite like that, no.
No.
Okay.
But he's kind of opinionated, and you can talk about one thing and one thing alone. I suppose with his show, whereas you're a little bit more open. But see, the downfall of your show is you kind of get the same people ringing in all the time.
Yes. Well, yeah, I think that's kind of evolving, but in the fact that you've called him, and which is nice, and we've not spoken before, I don't think, have we?
No, we haven't.
So it's changing, and you do get your regulars, and some people like the regulars, and some people hate the regulars. I think it's quite nice to have a few regulars. Maybe we've got one or two too many. I think it's nice to have a few, because it is a kind of familiarity about it then.
There is, but you have some weird people. Like that guy, you go to him and just sings down the phone. I mean, what's all that about? That's very strange.
Yes, I know that the fella you mean, hang on.
I don't know who it is, but he just sings and makes...
My heart will go on and on. But I can take it on the chin and say, boys will be boys.
Yeah, she gets on my nerves. One of the problems with Gaunty's show, and with a lot of Talk Sport, is that the callers get like 30 seconds and then they're cut off.
Yes.
Whereas you've had a good couple of minutes. I've got to stop now because we're going to go to the news. But I'm not saying everyone on Talk Sport is bad. I think Ian Collins is very good.
He got replaced, didn't he, by John Gordon?
Yes, he did, but he's gone back to the night times. I like Mike Mendoza, even though he's rubbish.
Well, Rodney Marsh is always good for a laugh.
Hang on, he's on in the afternoon, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Well, hang on, he's my enemy.
I know.
Graham, stick with us, please, I'm begging you.
Well, I sort of flick. When he comes on singing, I sort of go back to Rodney, and when...
I will ban him singing. You will not hear the singing anymore. I've got us another listener. Thank you. 10 callers have called in. The exciting Bill, Steve the cabbie, Gemma in the Camden. We've had a request for Eduardo, but not Spanish Eduardo, but Eduardo who just used to phone up and complain, and I banned him after the Barry incident. And Gurdip Singh, who used to do a prank call, and the punchline to his prank call was 12 months. You hear about the man who stole a calendar? He got 12 months. And then he would pretend that it was Pizza Go-Go, and then he would end his call with a loud noise. If Gurdip Singh is listening, then give us a call, goddammit. 0870 9090 9something. William Burroughs, are you all right?
All singing and dancing?
All singing and all dancing. Everyone has been very, very breathy today.
Breathy?
Yeah.
I want to know if it's Christmas yet. Only 17 weeks ago.
Oh, I can't wait! Bring it on. I love Christmas, Mum.
Yes, but nice 2 weeks off. Non-pay again.
Yeah, I always work. Me and Agent Chris always end up working over Christmas.
You get stitched up, do you?
We guess what?
You get stitched up.
Yeah. Well, we forget to take it off, but you know.
I'm not interested in your personal life.
Yes. Thank you, William. Yeah, good. Hey, but should we give Chris a call? Let me give.
Is he on holiday still?
Yeah, he's still on holiday.
Wind him up. I mean, last week was good because he's having trouble with his girlfriend's mum's trouble.
No, it was his mum. He was staying at his mum's house. Where's my phone? Here it is.
Yeah, let's ring him up.
He was hang on a minute. Can we move Mike for a second? So I need to. Anyway, William, what did you call him for? While I look up his number.
I didn't know you was tight.
Oh, will you shut up about this?
So this morning I thought, no, you can't be tight. You're not
I put 10 quid in someone's leaving thing, and I took 4 quid back. 6 quid.
What do you need to change what do you need for parking or something?
Will you shut up? 6 quid is more than adequate.
You're lucky I don't give anything because I don't have to.
Why?
I'm self-employed. I'm on the road all the day. I don't see any people in an office.
Hey! I don't think you need to give a lot of money. I think it's.
Well, if you keep doing it every month or something, you know, at the end of the year, it'd be quite a lot of money.
I've had a couple of emails from people who gave so much money and then they got the sack and got nothing themselves.
Well, that's what you call tight-fisted people.
That is what you call tight-fisted. Hang on, I've got his number. Hang on, 079.
I don't want to know his number.
Well, maybe you do.
No, you don't. You get dodgy phone calls from people like Yasser.
I'm not gay. Here we go. Right, let's have a quick call. Is it ringing? There we go.
Is he still at his mother-in-law's, is he?
No, it's his mum's, I think.
Oh, right, okay. Hello?
Hello, is that Chris?
Yeah.
Chris, it's Ian, you're on the radio.
Are you right?
Yeah, what are you listening to, mate?
Oh, I'm watching Richard and Judy.
Where are you? You're in Wales still, are you?
No, I'm back in London now.
Hang on a minute, mate. I'm not being funny. You're watching Richard and Judy. What are they talking about?
It's Tony Robinson's dig at Buckingham Palace.
Right, but I'm on the radio.
Oh, yeah, I'm on my holiday, though.
But you know... By the way, William's on the line as well.
You right, William?
Yeah, I'm all singing and dancing, mate.
Yeah. But do you know that we're a little bit desperate for listeners, don't you? You could help by listening to the show.
Yeah, but I don't think they'd give me a Radar Diary.
Oh, I've got to talk to you about that, man. We've got a guy who, if I ban Verinder for a week, if I dedicate Triple M to him for a week, and do a couple of other things, he works at Radar, he's going to post out loads of diaries to our listeners.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's illegal as well.
All right. Well,
anyway,
keep it quiet.
So listen, what have you been doing on your holiday?
I've been...
I tell you what, hang on, can I have my burley down? I'm going to play some nice music while you're talking. So let's have... hang on a second. Oh, I put some stuff in burley and now... Oh, here we go. This is Agent Chris's Holiday Memories.
It all started 2 weeks ago. I went down to St Ives in Cornwall. The weather was a bit cold, so couldn't go on the beaches. So what we did, we just went around and went in a few touristy shops. Then what did we do then? Oh yeah, we ate quite a lot. Oh, I've got you some fudge, Ian, from St Ives. Then after that week, we came up to Cardiff and went and said hello to Mrs. Agent Chris. That's not my girlfriend. That'll be my mum. What did we do then? Oh yeah, then it was just stayed with my mum for a few days, came back down to London yesterday. I'm in London now till tomorrow, then I'm going up to Suffolk with my girlfriend Chicago's parents. And then I'm back on the show on Monday, I hope. Ian? My holiday's over. Ian, I finished. I finished talking about my holiday. Ian? Ian? William?
Excellent, he's gone. William, you're back with us.
Oh, top man.
Lovely.
So he's kind, and he's got you some fudge.
I wasn't really listening, it was quite a boring bloke, I'd forgotten how dull he is. I've forgotten quite how dull he is in real life.
I just realised something, he said he's coming in Monday. Do you work, is he working Bank Holiday Monday? Is he?
Yeah, we're in Bank Holiday Monday.
Oh, sorry, mate, I'm not.
Yeah, never mind.
Never mind. At least I get, one day off now and again that I don't get paid for.
Yes, you may have heard a hoodie being shouted there, that was my phone receiving, my emails.
I was hoping to say some more things about living at his mum's and like having to clean his boots and wipe the floor again and all
I
that.
can't believe he's watching Judy and Richard. My sworn enemies after Richard slagged me off in GQ magazine.
I suppose the same sort of thing if you're at work all day and listen to the radio, you don't want to listen to it on your own time. It's like riding a bike for a living. I don't want to ride it at weekends. What
he should be doing, and anyone who works in radio will tell you, is he should be listening and picking out what's good and what's bad about the show so that we can improve on it for you, William Burroughs.
We don't want to improve it.
Did we get to...
We don't. We want it to be as bad as it always is.
Did we get to the point of your call yet?
I was just... No, not really, no. I was just wondering, what's going on?
Okay, well, you cut you off. Mike!
Yes, you're cool?
I believe... Well, I'm not that cool as I don't have a fridge freezer, but apart from that, yes, fine.
All right. The reason I ring up is for tell everybody say, well, go on, you know?
Yes.
Because this weekend are the last bank holiday of the year.
Yes.
So everybody better enjoy themselves, because you're not getting a long thing till Christmas time I come. Seeing?
Yes.
And then don't forget, nothing a carnival around. Man about 2 head and go enjoy themselves. Seeing?
Thank you, bye-bye.
Respect.
Wow. That's a good bit of music, isn't it? I do like this music. I could, Do you know where this is from, Charles? Do you recognise this? Let's see. Line 5. Do you know where this music is from?
Yeah, I do.
Excellent. Line 9, do you know where this music is from?
Ian.
Yeah. Line 5, do you know where the music is from?
Hello?
Yeah. Okay, no one knows where the music is from. It's good, though. Hang on, line 5, do you know where the music's from?
Hello?
Yes, okay. Right, so, anyway, 0870, that worked, didn't it? Hang on a second. Line 5, do you know where the music's from?
I know where you're coming from.
Okay, right. 0870 90 90 973 is the telephone number. Ian at lbc.co.uk. More of your calls after the latest adverts. Wanna say? Muffed something up there. Oh, it's Jimmy Mystery! Hello, Jimmy.
Ian.
Jimmy Mystery.
How you doing?
I'm very well. Now, for those people who don't know, can you remind people who you are?
Well, I'm the person who has a very, very favourite place in London.
And can you say the whole quote? I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to answer it, but also repeat the question.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. What's your favourite place in London?
My favourite place in London? It's Leicester Square. Proper busy.
There we go, you see, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. We don't play that anymore. So
No.
new listeners won't know what we're talking about, and I think that's a damn shame.
Yeah.
Never mind. So what can I do for you? You've not called in for a while.
And I know, I just wanted to say hello, and
nice.
I just wanted to talk about the quality of callers that you're getting nowadays.
Yeah, bring it on. Better or worse? Dear.
I miss my favourites, man.
Who are your favourites?
Yes, sir, I'm not gay.
Yeah, he's tried to get me the sack recently.
Why?
Well, he sent a long email to Mr. Hooker, who's one of the management team here.
Funny name.
Yes, saying I should... Very funny man. He's on holiday, I can say. Saying I should be sacked because I've lied about leap years, which I haven't done. I've lied about the clocks going backwards and forwards, which I haven't done.
No,
and because...
you didn't lie.
Not at all. And because I used to bully him.
Yeah, he just can't take it.
No, he can't take it, but he's...
But you know why, though, don't you?
Why is that?
Because he's not gay.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a shame. Anybody else you miss?
Well, no, not really.
Okay, well that's
no.
a shame.
But yeah, I just liked his 538 correspondence, which he didn't really do very well.
No, he didn't do, and he also used to not do the film reviews.
Yeah, he didn't do it. He wasn't very.
I haven't even got any Yasser quotes anymore. They've all been replaced by the new Yasser, which is.
I'm not gay.
Yeah, he's not quite as good.
Yeah.
what I wanted to say was,
yes, Jimmy.
I phoned up, okay, and he was saying,
Edith,
about going to
the radio
carnival.
Hang on, Ivan, steady on, mate.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking to Jimmy Mystery.
All right.
Yes, Jimmy, carry on.
Yeah, the guy who phoned up and said to, respect to the carnival and to burn a head or something like that.
Yes.
He's not really Jamaican, is he?
I have no idea. I had my suspicions, but I didn't want to confront him with that, just in case he was. I
think he's what we call Jafaican.
Oh, there's a good. I have never been to the carnival, and I have no interest in going whatsoever.
No, it's boring.
It's a million people crowded into one tiny street in Notting Hill.
Yeah,
I'm all right.
Shoving and it's not really the way.
I'm all right, Chiz.
It's not big.
No, I'm not. I don't like carnivals. I don't like crowds of people. The weather's going to be shocking as well. It would appear.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy to stay at home and watch Sliders on DVD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well,
thank you, Jimmy. Anything else?
Oh no, I'm just gonna go back into obscurity and call back in a couple of years.
Good lad, nice to speak to you, Ivan.
Right, hello there, Ian.
Are you going to go to the carnival?
No. I live in Tunbridge Wells now. I used to live in Bayswater for 15 years, so I used to frequent the carnival a couple of times.
I've never been.
Get over it.
I'm never going to go. Most of the time I've lived in London, I've been up in Edinburgh while it's been on, but I've been here the last couple of years, and it just doesn't interest me at all. I'm sure it's brilliant. I'm sure it's fantastic, but a big crowd of people like that listening to samba music, I'm all right, Chiz.
That's right. The crime rate goes up in that area as well, so people tend to stay at home.
Well, I'm sure it does a little bit, but I'm sure that's all right. Anyway, Ivan.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. What I was calling about is about your fridge problem.
Yes, I'm going to be without a fridge freezer for 2 weeks whilst I wait for them to order the two motherboards, which is for a computer, in my fridge. So I've got the fridge at home, but I can't turn it on because if I do, it'll wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly, a sophisticated fridge. Yeah,
yes.
and my suggestion was whether you could ask the engineer for a courtesy fridge whilst waiting for yours to get repaired.
A courtesy fridge? It's not under warranty or anything.
Well, because it's 2 or 3 years old. Yeah, but, for the amount that you're shelling out, £300 or so.
£379 to be
I thought it would be the least that they could do.
Yeah, well, no, the least that they can do is to fix it. It would be more for them to get. It's an idea, Ivan. I don't think they're going to do it. I was once wondering if there was a way around it, but it looks like I'm going to have to eat out of tins and Domino pizza boxes. Don't cry, I'll be all right, Ivan.
All right.
Don't cry.
There's one other thing I wanted to...
Oh, yeah, OK, lovely. I missed
one of your missing callers.
Cut-off button there.
Probably not so much a missing caller.
Oh,
it was Edwina. I think. Have you heard from Edwina?
Did she call in yesterday, Giles, Edwina? She's called in this week. She's definitely called in this week.
OK.
So she calls in every now and then.
Well, I'm a relatively new listener, you see, and I think a few weeks back there was talk about TomTom Navigator.
Yes.
Edwina's sort of, if I don't know if that's something LBC can do.
You have reached your final destination. Get out.
There we go.
Sounds good to me.
Take the third exit. Turn around, you idiot. You're going the wrong way.
She just gets a bit feisty if you rub her up the wrong way. Oh, what have I said? Ivan, thank you for that. Let's go to Craig.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Craig.
Hello. Talking about collections at work.
Yes.
I've been duped more than once.
You've been what?
Duped.
Oh, duped. That's not so bad.
You've got any spare money on your... Yeah, because you think someone's, forgotten their lunch or...
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, great, doing a collection for...
Oh.
The thing that gets me is, where I used to work, there was about 60 of us.
Yes.
And we'd all put in between £2 and £5, and then there'd be a notice board at the end, and it would say, eventually, total collection for so-and-so, £260.
Blimey.
Right?
Yeah.
When you think of thank you cards, you get a pack of 20 for about £3.
Yeah.
So for £9, we could get an individual thank you. No, the person who gets £250 spends £2 on one card, pins it on the notice board, thanks to everyone.
He's not going to write a thank you card to 60 people.
Well, if someone gave me £250, I would.
I wouldn't. I'd be living the life of Riley for 30 seconds.
I want to know, are you going to get an individual thank you for your £5, £6?
Let's hope I do, Craig. Let's hope I do. Simon is in the Basildon.
Hi, Ian.
Simon.
I don't want to turn this into the John Gaunt Appreciation Show, but I do think that you're copying one of these trailers for his show.
It's what do you say, sir?
You have a trailer for your show where you have all the Phillips online.
Yes.
Them Phillips.
Yes.
And it says you don't have to be Philip to call the show.
Yes.
But John Gaunt runs a similar trailer.
Yes.
With everyone called Terry.
Right.
That he was running about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, we did the Phillips before that.
Oh, did you? I think you're copying him.
Yeah, well, if you're going to steal, then steal from a right-wing, bespectacled idiot. That's what I always say.
Oh, so I'll take your point then. So you didn't copy him then?
No, of course I didn't. Listen, I'm not going to copy... Listen, if I'm going to copy someone, I'm going to copy the governors. I'm going to copy Clive Bull. I'm going to copy Tommy Boyd. I'm going to copy Danny Baker. I'm not going to copy John Gaunt. How many Terrys did John Gaunt have on the line at the same time?
He doesn't have them on the same time, does he?
Oh, I thank you, Simon.
Okay,
You
well,
shocked...
all right then. What I had is then don't forget to give your kids a big kiss and a cuddle and a kiss.
Good.
Tell them you love them.
Good lad. I had, ladies and gentlemen, 9 Phillips, well, 8 Phillips and 1 Philippa, online at the same time. The only Philip that wasn't there was Philip in South Norwood.
Yeah. He wasn't there, was he?
No, he wasn't, was he? Where was he?
Well, he was out that day, so he didn't hear the programme.
The whole...
He was out and about.
We had 9 Phillips, 8 Phillips, 1 Philippa. And John Gaunt can only get 1 Terry on at a time.
Gaunt? Who you keep on about this John Gaunt? Who is he?
All right, calm down, mate. Don't get angry.
I've never heard of him.
Sounds like you want to fight with him.
No, I've never heard. You keep talking about him.
Oh, maybe this is all working in reverse, and he's
Oh,
getting.
right.
He's a Muppet on TalkSport.
Oh, is he? Oh, right. Oh, no.
Philip, I've got to go for a break. Stay there, mate. I'll talk to you after this.
If you've just missed that bit of Iain Lee, you can
to stay around.
Certainly, yes.
Well, you didn't know what I was going
Oh,
to
I
say.
thought you were going to stay around till after the news.
Well, I was actually, yes.
Yes,
That's
that's okay. No problem, Ian.
Okay, lovely. Oh, I'll speak to you in a second then.
Right, okay.
News on the hour from LBC, home of independent radio news.
This is London's LBC 97.3. I like this music, it's good.
Yes, it brings back memories.
Yes, Philip, I was trying to... everything primed there to talk right up to the time, and you've...
Sorry.
Thrown it, it's the news.
Very sorry.
on FM, on DAB, and online. This
boy is back in town. Philip's on the line. What's he gonna talk about? Is it TV from 1986?
No, it's not.
Oh, blimey.
No, it's not.
I've stopped my childish song there.
It's a great story today in the Evening Standard about a lucky dip.
Can I just say?
Yes.
I like the way you are moving over from TV historian to Evening Standard updater. It's a nice it's a smooth transition you've made.
Thank you, Ian.
No, well done. Good work. Okay, sorry, carry on. I will not interrupt.
There's a great story in the Evening Standard about these auctions you can go to and buy luggage, lost luggage. They have an auction, it seems, every so often, and for about, varies £5 or £10, you can bid for an unopened suitcase.
What?
Yes, and there's 3 people, they've had 3 or 4 people here, and some of the things they found, really funny. There was a woman, she paid £10, and she found inside the suitcase 6 32 AA bras and 10 thongs.
Hang on, AA bras, that's tiny, isn't it?
I don't know.
Double A, yeah, that's tiny. That's a battery double A.
I thought it was something to do with, the AA, but...
Oh, I see, yeah.
I don't know, I don't know, I'm only guessing,
No, yeah, of course, why would you know about...
yeah.
Where does this happen, Philip? I wouldn't mind...
Tooting. Tooting. There's an auction there in Tooting called GREASBY.
Right.
And some of the other things that were found, a woman paid £36, and inside was a chemical gas mask and 6 pairs of size 18 knickers.
So it's a fat terrorist.
Well, yeah, and it said that the more posh of a suitcase, the better things that you're likely to find in there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Another woman spent £8, and she found 20 pink and blue baby grows.
Right. Oh, they weren't man-sized, were they?
No, it was just no.
Hang on, so where do they get this luggage from?
Well, it comes from the buses, the tubes, airports. And I presume, I'm only guessing, I should think so, they take all the valuable, like wallets if they find in there out of them.
Oh, hang on, I thought they were unopened.
Well, yeah, they are, but they're, I don't know, I'm only guessing.
Hang on 1 second. Lurkio, you cover your mouth when you do that.
I do apologise.
Thank you. Carry on, Philip.
Oh, right. And the other woman who, she spent £60 on about 5 suitcases.
Yes.
And she got a Hawaiian shirt, 2 pairs of linen trousers,
yes,
And it's interesting, so, I wonder if any of the listeners have been down there or...
Well, I'm kind of keen to pop down there myself and find out more about it.
I don't know how often they hold them. It just says that you could end up splashing out 50 quid on a suitcase full of dirty washing.
Well, Philip, listen, thank you for that.
Okay.
If anyone has any experience with that, give us a call, 0870 90 90 973. Some of you may have been offended by a loud belching noise. I believe Lurkio would like to apologise to you now.
I do humbly and sincerely apologise for any...
Thank you. All you got to do is, when you belch, Lurkio, you just say, excuse me, excuse me. That's what you got to do. Some manners, for God's sakes.
In all fairness,
yes.
It was a moment of freedom because I didn't actually realise that I was...
We just snuck you on there.
Yes.
Anyway, Lurkio, you're on the radio now.
Yes, that funky, jazzy piece of music you was...
Oh, yeah, let's
you was playing.
bring this down a bit. Let's bring the birdie down a bit. Yes, hang on, I've put some new stuff into the, okay, do you want some time to think about it?
No.
Okay.
No. To me, it says Charlie Brown, Snoopy Peanuts type sound.
It's good music, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, well, there you go.
You don't win anything.
Well, no, you never do, but frogs, porn, I get it!
Well done.
Oh, man, that was a funny joke.
Well done. 2 days after I've told him the joke, he gets it. Thank you very much. Oh, dear. I need some time to think about what I'm going to do next. Hang on. What should I do? Let me think. Got it. It's 5:38.
It's time for the daily 5:38 Daily Correspondent Update. Brought to you every day. Daily.
Hi, this is Dean, the Sicilian chef correspondent, and this is my update. First of all, fry some cherry tomatoes in some extra virgin oil with some garlic, fresh basil and pine nuts. Prepare some freshly cooked linguine. Mix with the tomatoes, serve straight away with some fresh parmesan, a bottle of Chianti, and get ready for some loving! Yeah!
Oh, hello, this is Martin from the Buzzard, the Christine from Crouch End correspondent. The topic of conversation on this morning's John Gaunt show was the feral youth. Christine from the Crouch End called up and made her contribution, saying it was music and filth on the television that made him like that. Gaunty agreed with her. That's because he fears Iain Lee.
Nice.
Hi, it's James from the Beckenham, your autograph collecting and meeting celebrities correspondent.
Good.
WBA welterweight champion Ricky Hatton will be signing copies of his autobiography at Otter's Bromley on Wednesday, 23rd of September at 4 p.m.
Good work.
Be sure to arrive early as it's Ricky's only London signing, so it will be busy.
See you there.
Hello, this is Nadia, and I am replacing Katya, the B-horror movie correspondent.
What?
She cannot talk to you right now, as she had to shackle herself to her bench in order to resist calling the Iain Lee show and get on with some work. So here is the update.
Yes.
Today, Fright Fest, the biggest horror film festival, is opening at the Odeon in Leicester Square. Now in its 7th year, it will be a unique occasion to watch more than 30 short and feature films over 4 days. And it will be a good occasion to meet up with Katya, who is easily recognizable. She's a petite brunette with very long hair and carries around a hammer and a chisel. She will buy you a pizza if you lend her a copy of the Arch Enemy DVD. And if you are a good-looking Viking, but without the silly moustache and helmet, she will marry you.
Oh, crikey, that's it's a little bit full on, but it's kind of tempting. Thank you, correspondents. We'll have another update tomorrow at 5:38. If you want to see the full list of correspondence, then go to lbc.co.uk and you can go to my page and the correspondent list is up there somewhere, along with I must say as well some handy websites that you might like, including Barry and Watford's MySpace page, my MySpace, iainlee.co.uk, loads of websites up there, and we will be putting more up there as and when we can be bothered, which, you know, I can't necessarily be that bothered all the time, really, but there you go. 0870 90 90 973 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Anne-Marie!
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Anne-Marie.
You have to have a special voice to talk to you. Seems to work, doesn't it?
It does work indeed, yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, Anne-Marie. How are you?
I'm okay. Yes. I think I'm like that caller you had yesterday or the day before who wants to be part of the special group that is Iain Lee's fan club.
Come on, man, you're in there. You're in.
Okay.
You're in the gang.
Well, I'll try and do something interesting today. I wanted to talk about alternative swear words.
Yes?
Because I'm a bit boring. I only say pants. But my sister's husband...
Yes.
...is from St Helens in Lancashire, and they say bobbins.
Bobbins? And you know what bobbins means?
No. I assumed it was to do with the linen, the wool industry and all the rest of it.
Exactly. So what do you think... you're close, so you can work out what bobbins means. What are bobbins?
That's where the thread is wound on.
And what would you have on a bobbin?
What would you have on this?
You'd have cotton.
Cotton, yeah, okay.
Bobbins of cotton, rotten.
Yeah.
It means rotten.
Oh.
If something's bobbins, it's rotten.
Okay, well, see, I've learned something new from you.
There you go, you see. No, Frank Sidebottom always says bobbins a lot.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I just thought it was one of their family quirks.
It is from up north, but it's not quite as exclusive as that. But
common down here.
It's a good one, bobbins. I used to say bobbins a lot. I should start saying it again.
Makes people laugh as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, bobbins. I made...
Parents used to make people in my office work because they were from... used to make them laugh because they were from Canada, and they thought...
Oh,
pants?
I don't like...
Pants?
I don't like people who say the word pants. It makes me slightly uncomfortable.
Okay, I don't say it really. I don't really say it.
Wait, hang on, do you say it or not?
I don't say it if you don't like it.
Anne-Marie, you haven't got to suck up to me. You're allowed to come on and disagree with me. I promise you. I won't ban you for disagreeing with me.
Okay. Well, can I tell you about a really horrible present I got? A leaving present.
Why not? That sounds good. Away you go.
There's three of us leaving at the office at the same time, and so there was obviously collection done stupidly for all of us in the same envelope, and because people didn't like one of the people that was leaving.
Yes.
There wasn't much money in there, so we all got the same present, which was, you know, those Chinese balls, the stress balls that you can roll around in your hand?
Oh, they're rubbish.
That cost about, what, £3.50?
It's something like that, yeah.
Yes, I was not pleased.
The thing is, I don't want... I once had a leaving present for a job that I did, and it's funny we're talking about fridges and freezers. They bought me one of those tiny little fridges that you can put like 2 beers in, and it was like... Yeah, so, and another job bought me a tiny pool table that's the size of, I don't know, it's about a foot long, a foot and a half long or something, 2 foot long.
And you're wondering what the message behind that is?
Well, it's like, I'm never going to use this, and I ended up selling it on eBay.
You see, you want to know which person it was that was sent out to buy that present.
Yeah, exactly, and why they thought that thank you, Anne-Marie, why they thought that would be appropriate for me.
Right now at Allied, we're giving you even...
Now, Sky keeps showing a trailer for World Cinema, and it's lots of clips of people doing, like someone doing some press-ups, some Chinese fella jumping through a hoop of barbed wire. And there's a clip they show of have you seen this? There's a guy who looks like Barry Norman sinking into, like, tar or quicksand or something. Any idea what that film was from, Giles? You got no idea? I'd love to, if anyone spotted that, sorry, this is slightly off topic, if anyone knows what film that is from, there's a guy who looks like Barry Norman, he's sinking into quicksand or tar or something, 087090909 something, it looks very good, that bit. And from that 1 second of film, I thought, wouldn't mind seeing that, but I don't know what it is. Mickey, you don't know what the film is, do you?
No idea at all, mate.
Okay. No problem, Nicky. I didn't expect you to. I know you called in about something else, and I caught you off the hoof.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny how your mouth goes dry just as you're supposed to speak on the radio.
Have you got some water there or something?
No.
I've got some. Let me have some. Hang on.
Oh, okay. So you're all right then. Change your name to Jack.
What?
Right. Just your fridge.
What? Yes.
With regard to that, I've been listening to your show, obviously, and all that, and I was thinking to myself, if your motherboards on your fridge
yes.
Are setting off the sounder about 3 o'clock in the morning...
Yeah.
Maybe the sounder's attached to it, and your fridge engineer could have actually disconnected it.
Oh, of course he could have! Of course he could. Oh, what a stupid idiot I am. Yeah, he could have done, Mickey, you're right.
It's just an idea.
The thing is, I was so impressed that he could fix it, and I'd thought, because the last guy that came round to fix it was a dodge pot, and he said if it goes wrong again, you're going to need to get a new fridge. So I was thinking, this is it, I'm going to get a new fridge. I was so relieved when he said, I can fix that, it's easy. That I just said...
sells fridges, doesn't it?
Well, yes. Well, they're from I won't say what the company is, but if you phone up, if you go to the company's website, they give you a phone number, and you think it's going to be one of their engineers, but it's not. They kind of lease it out to a company. And it's a different... This guy that came today is from a different company. It's not the same...
A lot of manufacturers have service agents for whatever they are, whether they're washing machines, dishwashers, boilers. They use service agents, which are sort of a local engineer. They subcontract to do the work, who does it on their behalf, but they get paid directly.
It's all a pain in the backside. But, Mickey, listen, thank you for the advice. Nicola's in the Harlesden.
Hello.
Hello, Nicola. Why are you laughing?
Because you said Harlesden.
Well, because I pronounced it correctly?
No, just weirdly.
What? Harlesden?
Harlesden. Yeah, it's Harlesden.
What? It's what?
Don't worry.
No, go on, say it.
No, because I'm nervous and that's just freaking me out now.
No, don't get nervous and don't get... I don't want to freak out another woman today. It's... Okay, let's... What can I do to unfreak you?
Nothing.
Okay. Are you all right? I feel like you're regretting calling in.
I am a little bit, but it's all right. I've called in before, but I'm usually drunk, so you can kind of handle that.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of sober.
It's easier when you're drunk than when you're sober, is it?
Yeah.
You've not got any booze next to you. You could just neck a couple of odders and just.
No.
Okay, fine. Well, let's. I'll keep. I feel I'm putting you off.
Yes, you are.
All right. I'll shut up.
Okay. No, because then if you shut up, then I'll have to talk to myself, and I don't like that.
What do you want me to do, Nicola? I just want to help you.
No, I'm helping you because you want to know what film that is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's The Consequences of Love.
This is the film that they're showing a trailer in Sky Movies.
Yeah.
The Consequences of Love.
Yeah.
Scott, is she right?
I'm telling you I'm right.
She possibly could be, but I always thought that, because I've seen the trailers that you're talking about,
yeah,
and I'm certain that it was at the scene from Apocalypse Now where Martin Sheen comes up from that filthy lake.
No, it's the guy who looks like Barry Norman. It's an Italian film.
It's not Apocalypse Now, Scott. What are you talking about, you fool?
Oh, sorry.
World cinema.
Even yes, well, it's from America.
Yeah, but that doesn't really classify as world cinema, does it?
It's part of the world, Nicola.
Yeah, but the way that they classify world cinema doesn't include American cinema, because... Okay, I'm going to be really sad and anal, so I'll just shut up.
No, listen, I know this show is slightly light and flippant, but it doesn't mean we can't have intelligent discussions now and then. For God's sakes.
Yeah, I know, but it's a rarity, you know.
So what's the film called?
It's called The Consequences of Love.
And is it any good? It sounds a bit gay.
I watched it yesterday. It's really, really good. It's an Italian film, and it's good. He's like see, if I tell you what he is, then it ruins the whole film.
So if I were to ask you why is Barry Norman in quicksand, and you told me, that would ruin it, would it?
Well, yeah, I mean, we'd all like to have put Barry Norman in quicksand.
Is it? One of the audiences, have a look at this as Joan Collins falls over and dies. What? I actually pretended I was holding a clipboard then as I did that poor impression. Is it any good, or is it a girl's film?
It's a boys' film. It's really, really good.
Nice one. I'm gonna order that.
You get to see women's breasts in it.
Oh, yeah, get in there. Get in there, girls. I'm going to order that off of Blockbuster online, so it better be good.
No, it's really, really good. It's worth it.
Nicola, thank you for that.
That's my pleasure.
Oh, gosh. She sounded nice, and I feel bad I made her uncomfortable. Scott, did you have something else?
I've got a new idea for a segment for your show.
Oh, good. Thank God for that, because we're running out of ideas.
Okay. How about Scott's film reviews?
Well, hang on, but you didn't know what the film...
Okay, Scott's Film Club. How about that?
Scott's Film Club.
I'll give you a list of 2 or 3 films to watch that week, and then you ring me up, and then we can talk about it.
Hang on a minute, Scott, haven't you got friends or anything?
Yeah.
Can't you do this with your friends?
Loads of friends, but I just thought it might be a bit exciting, because I spend all my time on the road, you see.
Yeah.
So when I'm in the car, I've got no one to talk to.
Right.
So you give me a call at like 4 o'clock or something, and we can discuss.
It's a bit sad, isn't it?
Well, it is, yeah.
Well, recommend a film for me to watch this week, then.
Right, okay. The best film, it's gone into my top 10 of best films ever. And it's a film called Running Scared with Paul Walker. And it is absolutely brilliant.
Is that the science fiction thing?
No, it's like a sort of Tarantino-type film, but it's very, very good.
What happens in it?
It's complicated, but it's like a mobster
I'll tell you what, I'll get, once I've watched the Cock and Bull story, I'll send back that, I'll send back Flight of the Navigator, and I'll get those two films and I'll have a look.
Okay. Oh, and also, did you see Batman Begins?
Yes, I did.
On Sky, and what do you think of it?
I thought it was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely fan-bloomin-tastic.
And if you had to choose between that and Superman Returns?
Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers, Scott! Malcolm!
How you doing?
Yeah.
You right?
Yeah, big up yourself.
Easy now.
Aye.
Hey, one thing, it's about your fridge, but...
Yeah, I'm just sending an email to someone who works at Playboy.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Can I get a free membership to Script Club or something?
Nope. But he's got a little something for me.
Has he? Well, lucky you then. You need it more than me anyway.
Yes, I do. Yeah. What?
Hello. Before I start on your fridge...
Hang on, Bob. Just be quiet for a second. Malcolm's talking.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Malcolm. Yes. Oh,
that's the first thing now. You've got a couple...
Right, we've got 40 seconds to deal with both of your calls, so hurry up, Malcolm.
One, that guy on TalkSport, what's his name, Gordon or something? What's his name?
John Gordon, yes.
He's rubbish.
He's rubbish. Point two.
And two, someone told you how to fix your fridge about 2 days ago. They told you it's the rim.
They were wrong.
And you're going to bet... They're not wrong, I think they're right.
They were wrong, it's the motherboard. Point three.
He said they're going to...
Right, you've got... Bob, yes, you've got 10 seconds. Oh, he's gone! What? Oh, flipping hell! Well, now I'm stuck for 15 seconds or so. Yeah, you're on the air, what do you want?
Hello?
Yeah?
You anchor in Pooh Bay?
Yeah, oh, God almighty, that was well worth doing, wasn't it? When does half-term finish? Because I'm getting calls from kids saying, do you anchor in Pooh Bay? Jesus. If you missed the show, it was better than that. It sounded like this.
I knew you'd enjoy that.
I think you are better than TV.
How's your bottom now? Is it better?
Let's not... No, it's been postponed for like 3 months.
ZYXWVUTFRQPONMOKJIHGFEDCBA.
And have you had a back, sack and crack whack?
Okay, I missed the first point. Have you been to slightly less annoying voice lessons?
Oh, well,
okay.
maybe.
You sound a little bit calmer and more...
Oh, I'm having a rest this afternoon.
You're on the pills?
And I don't know if you've noticed, but seeing as it's a radio station called Talk with Sport, it's got sport in the title.
Yes.
If you look on the website, all the men are morbidly obese.
They're fat, old men.
Unofficial, Ian used to be rubbish, but not so bad now, correspondent.
Good work, thank you.
I haven't forgotten.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's funny, isn't it?
It's not bad, actually. I forgot about the woman who could do the alphabet backwards. Strange brews, see what's inside of you. OK, last 30 minutes of the show coming up. You know the score by now. It's Triple M. It works like this. Look, the calls are going crazy. I touch the screen, I say line 3, you're on the air. It works like that. So hopefully we won't just have a kid calling in and saying Pradeep a lot. Although it entertains me, I can just hear London switching off as we do. 0870 9090 973. Take your calls after the latest LBC 97.3 news. It's my favourite part of the show because I don't do that much except touch the screen. You know how it works by now. I'm not going to mess around. Let's go straight in there. Is line 8 you on the wireless?
Ian, you owe me £15.
OK, I don't think I do. Yes, line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello, this is Greg calling from the United Kingdom, British Electricity.
United Kingdom, British Electricity. OK, right, yeah.
It's Ian.
Yeah.
We're carrying out tests in the local area.
Yes.
Now, if you can do me a favour, is that Ian?
Yeah, go on quickly.
Could you plug socket nearby?
Yeah, there's plug socket over there. Yeah.
And a fork.
I've got a pen with a metal end.
Oh dear.
Yeah, is that Graham?
Stick it in there.
Is that Graham?
Stick it in the socket.
I'm not going to stick a pen into the socket, Graham.
Die.
I'm not going to die like that. No.
I'd cry a bit.
No. Bye bye, Graham.
Maybe grow a bit.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Shut up. Hate you so much.
Strange, bitter man. Where does that come from? Line 6, you're on the wireless.
It's for Verinda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you in Celebrity Suit. And big up to Drunk Henry.
I didn't understand a word of that! I did not get a word of that, mate.
I'll see you in Celebrity Suit.
OK, this is the television show I do for the Entertainment Channel, Saturday evening, 6:30, thank you, yes?
September the 8th.
Right, yeah, OK.
And big up to Drunk Ian Lee.
Big up to Drunk Ian Lee. That's someone on MySpace, isn't it?
Yeah.
OK. Oh, by the way, I'm still looking for my 2,000th friend. I will choose that person tomorrow. So if you want to be in the running to be my 2,000th friend on MySpace, then go to iainlee.com. No, hang on, that's not it.
You got 1,998.
Oh, shut your face. Go to myspace.com/The Real Ian Lee and add me as a friend. Who's dropped out, then?
I don't know.
The thing is, I've got 200 people wanting to be my friend already, so I'll just pick one of the fit girls from there.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye!
Bye.
Right, I think he's gone. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Ian, rest assured, the production line is already in progress, my friend, for the John Gaunt Fears Ian Lee T-shirts. Bring it on!
Bring it on. Now, Mike Mendozoff received his photograph of me wearing a Mike Mendozoff T-shirt and a You Fear Ian Lee T-shirt. He's not worn it and had the picture taken.
He's too big, Ian.
He's a bottler, isn't he?
He's a bottler.
Kev, any messages for Verinda?
Verinda, I love you, my friend.
Oh. He's there. He can hear us. I don't know why he's not talking. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, hang on. Let's go to line 1. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Brady.
Thank you. Especially for Lady Alex there. Line 7, you're on the wireless.
1152 kilohertz, 97.3 VHF stereo. This is LBC talking to London.
Thank you very much. Always appreciated. 6, you're on the wireless.
Ian.
Hello?
Ian.
Is that Arab?
Yeah, is Verinda there?
No, Verinda's gone.
How's he gone?
Let's see. I'll clear a couple of lines to see if he calls in. No sign of him, I'm afraid. What did you want to say to him?
Breast, man. I got a picture message from that Kim, innit? She sent it to me. I need to forward it on.
Who is this?
It's Kim, innit?
Who's Kim?
It's a hot chick, bro.
Oh, God, you shouldn't... Listen, Verinda's just quite a naive kid. I don't think you should be trying to fix him up with chicks, because he doesn't know what he's doing.
You don't know what he's doing?
No, he ain't got a clue.
No.
Who's Kim? Is she the one with 2 kids?
My sister, bro.
Oh, no!
Yes, Verinda. How you doing, bro?
Yeah. How's it going, bro?
I'm alright, man.
Hey?
So, what's this picture messaging?
I got it on my phone, bro, but I don't know whether to forward it to you. Pretty dirty, bro.
No, don't worry, bro. You know my email address, don't you?
Yeah, but it's my sister, you know. I don't want you to forward it on to no one.
No, I won't forward it on to no one.
She's looking pretty hot in it. I don't, I don't fancy my sister or nothing, but she's got, you know...
All right, steady on.
No, you know... No.
You're on the radio, you've got kids listening, it's half-term. Come on now.
Yeah, I tell you what. She got, that Marlboro jacket, leather biker jackets on.
Oh, seen.
Just that.
Yeah. I'll forward to Ian, yeah? Oh, Ian, do you want it?
Marlboro jacket, you say?
No, that...
You know, like them racing, them cigarette jackets, innit?
Sweet, as Verinda said. Sweet, yes.
Got nothing else on there.
All right.
Couple of stretch marks.
All right, thank you, Arab. Yes. Thank you, Verinda.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Why does he talk? I don't know what's happening. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian. Charlie Wolf here, boy.
Jesus, they're all coming out tonight. Yes, Charlie Wolf.
Ian, man, listen up. You've been bad mouthing my friend John Gaunt all day.
Gaunty, yes, I've been bad mouthing Gaunty.
Now, Ian, listen, my posse now. I've got a new member.
Yes.
I have got Mike Stickin.
Yes.
I've got Mike Mendoza. I have got Alan Big Brazil Nuts. And now I've got Mike Parry, the fat man with the ginger beard. And Ian, we are going to take you down to Chinatown, boy.
Oh, dear, I don't think I can do this anymore. Oh, look at this. We'll have line 3. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
I got McDonald's.
and you're stuck on the M4 going nowhere because it's 6 o'clock and I've got Big Mac and large fries and a Coke and I'm absolutely loving it and you can't get none because you're stuck on the M4.
I'm not on the M4, I'm in the studio, you idiot. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hi, Ian. I've got a theory as to why Yasser doesn't call anymore.
You've got... what? Sorry?
A theory as to why Yasser doesn't call anymore.
I don't know why Yasser... Yasser stopped calling for a while. He's not...
Because Lynn told him to get a life and stop calling the radio station and wasting his life.
I know that Yasser's still listening, and he emails me every now and then, threatening me, but it's a shame that he stopped calling, because he was good fun.
Yeah, but Lynn told him to stop calling, stop wasting his life.
Yeah, no, I don't think he'd listen to Lynn.
Oh, okay then.
But if you're listening, give us a call, man. You'll be more than welcome. 2, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian.
Hello there.
I want to tell you what GCSEs I got today.
Hey, go on then.
Okay, well, I got English
Yeah.
and English Lit.
Well, you got them. What grades did you get?
Okay, well, I got a B for both of those.
Nice one, good work.
And then, unfortunately, I didn't get maths, which would have been good. That would have been the ultimate in-your-face maths teacher.
What grade did you get?
I got a D.
Jeez, wow.
What GCSEs did you get?
I did all right in my GCSEs. I did really badly in my A-levels. I did all right in the GCSEs. I got Bs for English, Lit and Language. I think I got a C for maths. B for, like, computer studies. They were like Bs and Cs. I didn't get any As. I got a couple of... I think I got E for German.
I got an A for German.
Yeah. Das ist nicht gut. Hey, I'll tell you...
Nine, das ist fantastisch.
I'll tell you something. GCSEs don't count for jack in the real world.
Okay, well, that's okay. I'm starting A-levels in September.
And they don't count for much either. But well done.
Thank you.
Good work. It's true, though. GCSEs and A-levels don't really... They're all stepping stones. Get somewhere else. But well done. Very impressive. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
I'd like to sing a song, please.
Okay.
Lollipop, lollipop, lolly, lolly, lollipop. Lollipop, lollipop, lolly, lolly, lollipop. Like to lick my lollipop?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm just eating a Twix. But very kind of you to offer. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Yes, hello there. Is it Joe Pasquale?
I believe that's the answer to the question, which one of these three is not a comedian? Joe Brand, Joe 90 or Joe Pasquale? Yes, you're right. Thank you. 3, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian.
Hello.
It's Wisdom here.
Oh, Wisdom!
Yeah.
I heard you didn't do so well in your GCSEs.
I failed.
What happened, man?
Apart from one.
You didn't pass just one?
No, I flopped the rest, I just passed one.
Okay, so what grades did you get?
I got a C in drama and the rest of them I got D's.
Uh-oh.
But I still got places in my other colleges, so I'm okay.
Hey, that's all right. Well, they don't matter in the real world, I tell you. All they are is stepping stones to other places, and if you are going to other places, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know.
Disappointed, though?
Yeah, huh?
Are you disappointed?
No.
Good, you shouldn't be.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Peace.
Yeah. Oh. 7, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, hold on, please.
What am I holding on for?
Hello?
Yes?
Could I check Ian Lee, please?
You're speaking to him?
Ian Lee?
Yes, why is your phone so muffled and why are you so stupid? That's you in the 7-second delay. He's put the phone down. What the flipping hell is that all about? Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. Did the Monkeys ever make a movie?
Did the Monkeys make a movie?
Yeah.
Did they ever? They made a film called Head, written by Jack Nicholson. It's a psychedelic masterpiece.
I just thought they only done the shows. I didn't realise they'd made the movie.
They did the shows, they did 58 shows, and they did the film, which is nothing like the shows, and it's brilliant.
Right. And what was Jack Nicholson again? Did you say he was the producer?
He wrote it.
He wrote it?
Oh, man, he wrote it in 1967, and it's like a trip, man.
And can you buy it in HMV?
You can get it for like $5.99, I think, now, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. And who was your favourite monkey?
Nesmith.
Oh, right, the blonde guy.
No, that was the country rocker with the green hat.
Yeah, the green woolly hat.
Yes.
Sort of, yeah.
Yes.
Oh. And what about, do you remember Tim Buckley being on there?
He was on the last episode, the Frodis Caper, which was directed by Mickey Dolenz.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I'm the best, man.
Yes, you're good.
Thank you. By the way, I won Mastermind, Giles. Talking about the Monkeys. Not talking about it, answering questions. You don't just go on and talk about something, you get asked questions about it. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Ian?
Yeah.
Is Jason going to be my new daddy?
Is who?
Jason going to be my new daddy?
Would you like him to?
Is Jason dead?
Yeah, but try again. Good effort, but... line 8, you're on the wireless.
Howdy, boy. Howdy. You know, you've been trying to run away from me, boy.
Sorry?
You've been trying to run away from me.
No.
You've been avoiding me.
Who is this, B?
Yeah, that's right, boy. That's right.
I've not been trying to avoid you.
No?
Why do you think I've been trying to avoid you?
Someone's been putting the phone down.
Who?
I don't know.
Well, I've answered the phone and I put you on.
Oh, well, Ian.
Why are you being a bit... Oh, that's all this boy nonsense.
Well, you know, someone's trying to wind me up or something, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean, boy.
Well, now, don't you talk to me like that, boy.
Why are you saying boy? Have you turned into a cowboy or something? Have you been watching a lot of cowboy films?
No, I've just been watching a lot of flies. Flies. You know, we haven't had a lot of flies lately this summer.
So, but that's making you say boy, is it?
Well, yeah, I kind of felt like I wanted to be a man, like, you know what I mean?
All right, you don't need to be a man, but you can be the, slightly effeminate weakling that you normally are.
Yeah, no, don't be like that, mate. No, but flies.
Yeah.
There haven't been many this year.
No, there haven't been many flies this year, you're right.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a shame, isn't it?
No.
No?
Do you like flies then, B?
I love flies. I had one fly who stayed in my house for 2 weeks.
And what did you call him?
Well, I didn't really call him. I used to call him like Bruce Lee. You know what I mean? Because he was like a super one, you know? But you can't really get hold of him. You know what I mean?
Like Bruce Lee, yes.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, he's a Top Gun. Top man.
Top Gun was Tom Cruise, wasn't it?
No, he's a fly. You know what I mean? He's a good fly. I mean, flies are the best pet you can get. And they always know where the food is. Yeah? It's truth, isn't it, Ian?
It is the truth, isn't it?
Yeah. I love them, man. I love them. They're lovely creatures.
Well, thanks for calling, B.
Cheers, Ian.
Bye.
You're a good man.
Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hey, Ian.
Yes.
Leave them kids alone.
Oh, yes, okay, there's the Floyd. Line 2 is the one that hung up earlier on. Let's try that. Line 2, you're on the wireless. It's you! You're on the radio! Slade Green in Kent.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on...
Ian Lee?
Yes, it is Ian Lee.
Yeah, how are you?
Why did you hang up before?
No, that's it. I couldn't hear anything. I can't hear anything.
You hung up before?
Yeah, I called you before, yeah.
I know, and you put the phone down.
Yeah. I can just our music. Can you listen our music? Hello? Can you listen our music? Can you listen our... Yeah? Hello? 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 Hello, is it Ellie?
Hello?
Hello, is it Ellie?
No, it isn't. It's Bubbles, the test car clown. What are you doing on the line?
All right. Sorry, hold on.
Oh, that's not very good audio, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I reckon you should sort it out and have another go on Sunday, I reckon.
Sorry.
Thank you. Goodbye.
They both went. I haven't got to do anything. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
I'm not Mr. Pavarotti. Mr. Pavarotti is an Italian. He speaks like this. Do I speak like this? No. Why? Because I'm an Englishman, you blithering idiot.
He's good. Now, no one knows what that is, except for me. It's a quote from Sliders, and it's the one where I think it's the episode called The King is Back, or they go back, and Rembrandt Brown is a big superstar in his world. Am I correct? He's gone. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
It's Dr. Sam Beckett, and I'm stuck in time.
This is Dr. Sam Beckett, and I theorised it would be possible to travel through time within one's own lifetime.
Where's Al?
I don't know. Where is Al? My brain has been Swiss cheesed.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. You know, at the end of Quantum Leap, every week, he'd jump into someone's body, and it would be like a lady having a baby, or a black man about to get beat. There was one episode he jumps into a black man in the 50s about to get beaten. They did issues sometimes. They weren't quite as good. And he'd always look in the mirror and go, oh, boy. Yes, line 4.
Hi, Ian.
Yes?
I'm just travelling up towards Bishop Stortford on the M11.
Oh, right.
Right. Guess who is on the hard shoulder and they've got a puncher?
One of the Mitchell brothers.
No.
I don't know then.
John Gaunt.
Oh, you're joking!
He looks gutted.
You are joking!
It's him!
Oh, Gaunty!
This lump is on the M11 changing a tyre, or attempting to, because he looks gutted.
Drive past it, go back, pull up in front of him, offer him some help. When he says yes, say, I'm afraid I can't because you fear Ian Lee, you fat bottler, and then drive off.
I will do that now. I'm coming off the next junction.
There's 20 quid in it for you if you do.
Oh, man, I can't go above the speed limit.
No, that would be illegal. Good lad. Oh, there we go. Gaunty's in a spot of bother, is he? Gaunty's in a spot of bother. Yes, line 6.
How can you do this, man? Ian Lee.
Yeah, quite easily. Line 5.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, hello, line 5, you're on the...
Yeah. Have you listened to our Sri Lankan music? Have you heard about it before? Alto da Puvadi?
No, I don't.
You know, you play, so you have radio.
What do I play?
Yeah. I have listened before. You done it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perdesi, janana hai, mujhe chore ke... Yes?
That's not Alto da Puvadi, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So how are it? Hello?
Ian, these John Gaunt T-shirts that are in the factory being printed up at the moment, do you think Gaunty will have a triple XL?
Yes, I think he would, because he's
good man, sir.
a fat fella. Well, let's take one more. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Ian.
You got 5 seconds.
I've called it 4 times today and he bottled it. They wouldn't let me on. They sussed it.
Good lad, there you go, you see. I'll see you tomorrow at 3.
This show is completely... If Ian Lee in any way